Make your man some breakfast before I do. 1, 2, Kaya's coming for you. Wake up and make your man some breakfast before I do. You wake up and make your man some breakfast before I do. 1, 2, Kaya's coming for you. Wake up and make your man some breakfast before I do. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Probably one of the greatest things you probably will see taken over by the internet is Cooking with Kaya. I'm not gonna lie to you. We're gonna get into it in like 2 seconds, but I realistically, real quick, first thing I do want to say is I get the hype behind Penguin, but I guess my only beef or what I would want to say is I think everybody who bigged up Penguin and hate on Power and say, oh, Power is too fake, then I think it's realistically, I can kind of almost throw this in. That's just hate. You just hating on a black TV show because realistically, bro, I think I'm only maybe 3 episodes in, bro. The very first 2 episodes, the stuff that Penguin was getting away with it was like, bro, come on. And then maybe you can sit here and try to say, oh, you're not counting it because I guess it's supposed to be made off of like a Marvel show, or it's like it ain't a cartoon, but I guess it's I can't even say if it's built off of comics because I feel like it's just a TV show that they just called The Penguin. Like I don't read comics, so I don't necessarily know, but I think realistically, people who sit here and their biggest critique on Power is, oh, the stuff that Tariq and them be getting away with is just fake. And if you watch Penguin and you telling me that Penguin is more realistic than Power, then you just realistically you a hater and you just kind of sneak this in anything that 50 Cent got his hands on, because that to me just realistically don't make no sense. Like, bro, I'm talking about this man literally was just like, bro, the bodies he was catching and just how random they was and just like how nobody don't know this is him. Like they just realistically again.
Was the joint? It was a realistic joint, right?
I mean, yeah, kind of, sort of, but I mean, just again, when we talking about just stuff that he getting away with on the TV show,
no, that's what I'm saying. No, like because they got
it's like a mafia joint, so it's like it's more. It ain't like it's no Batman type of like.
No, I'm saying the joint that they had Gothic, Gotham City, whatever the joint that they had was like more realistic. It wasn't the whole.
I know, I don't watch none of that stuff, so I don't know. So this is my first time watching any of them.
Because that's what I'm thinking. That's probably what this, I guess, is like a spinoff or to that, where it's more like the realistic.
No, yeah, it's more realistic. So like, if I guess I will put it into more TV terms or movie terms, it's more like, I guess, like the Sopranos type of thing. Like it's like a mafia type of joint. Like it's literally like mafia families on it, that type of vibe. Like it's one of them type of shows. So yeah, it is more realistic. It ain't like Batman just doing some superhero. Like it's real live, really like a show shot in
Batman ain't even in it.
I mean, I'm only on episode 3, so for what I've seen so far, no, he ain't on it.
So it's pretty much just telling like the story of the Penguin. That's what it is.
I mean, I guess if that's what you call it, like I feel like they just literally just like HBO was just like, hey, let's just call it Penguin. But to me, like, I mean, if I'm okay, just the reason why I say that is because if I'm just going off of just the Batman movies that I've seen before and Penguin, I don't get how the two go hand in hand.
I think it is because he had a backstory, right? Before he became the Penguin. How he ended up the Penguin, right?
But that's not what this is. Like he literally coming straight. Like you got all you got to do is just, if you just watch just one episode, you'll get what I'm saying. Like it's literally like only thing I would compare it to is like the Sopranos.
Like I feel like all of them had like even with the Joker, like everybody got their type, like how they became like the Joker.
No, he off the rip, his face just messed up. He walked like a penguin, like he got something on his leg. Like it's realistic. Like it looked like a real TV show. Like it makes sense. Like okay. Are they calling you Penguin because you got this funny walk? But that's like he walking with a boot, like he got a boot on his foot. So he kind of just walking like he wobbling because he got this thing on his foot. So it's like, it ain't no backstory. It ain't like, oh, from a kid he came this. No, he like real live. The first jump literally opened off, and maybe I want to say maybe 3 minutes into the first episode, he smoked like a mob ball son. And the son just got made to like a made man, and he literally smoked him like, and literally, I'm talking about literally the first 3 minutes of the show, he literally smoked him. So like, this ain't one of them jumps where it was like, like it was cool. Like I said, I mean, it's
so is it far fetched? I mean, because like I said, I never watched like the Sopranos and all that type of stuff. So is it really far fetched from how they go in their shows and stuff like that? Is it more so, like I said, it's just more on the mafia side than it is like streets?
I mean, I think the 2 and 2 go hand in hand. So I mean, it's kind of just, it's realistically, it's the same.
It goes like, because I mean, it's hard for us to say what's real and what's not, because I mean, we not in the mafia, you're not in that, like in that crime life, so it's a little bit hard to judge how they kind of maneuver. But if I'm just going off of, let's just say we just comparing it off of TV shows, then yeah, the mafia probably move by a different code. But I could easily sit here and say, like, could I sit here, like, could I throw Tariq in the middle of Penguin and be like, oh, all right, yeah, this will make sense? Like, that's how it's kind of be like, yeah, like he got a little black dude, or kind of, I mean, he might be mixed like Puerto Rican or something. He got a little black dude up under his wing, and it's kind of like he teaching him the ropes as they going along. Like he really realistically caught a little dude off the street, and he kind of like bringing him along and teaching him the ropes as they go on. And you can kind of like, when the little dude kind of even getting some like swag about himself and kind of feeling himself making some money, he kind of even just like popped up on his dad, like, man, you okay with just living like regular? Like he kind of like, his dad was like, what are you talking about? Like, where you? But it's cool. Like I said, I'm 3 episodes in, and like I said, I don't have no crazy breakdown about it. My only takeaway was, if you watch The Penguin and you enjoyed that show, and your only beef against power is unrealistic, I'm telling you right now, you are absolutely just a hater on black TV shows, because The Penguin is literally unrealistic. It's a good TV show. I get it. The acting is fire. The Penguin is cool. Like, I get it. I understand why people was hooked. I understand why people was promoting it and geeked up off of it. But at the same time, I can sit here and tell you, I know for a fact that you can't tell me that Power and Tariq is fake and he do unrealistic stuff, and then you sit here and tell me anything different about the Penguin. But real quick, before we do get into any of these crazy topics, and I think the craziest one realistically was kind of like Travis Hunter. And I felt like at first I was trying to, like, outside of just, giving him his credit for him getting the Heisman Award, I kind of almost realistically wanted to skip the conversation, but it's like, bro, his girlfriend literally, like, she just dragging it so hard. It's like, bro, you cannot skip this conversation. So we'll get into Travis Hunter in like 2 seconds, but I do realistically, real quick, on my way here, I was like, cool. I just seen Coco Jones. She did an interview with Angel Reese, so it kind of reminded me to be like, Dad, let me go sit here and listen to. She put out a Christmas EP, and what made me want to ask you is, do you think realistically Christmas music can only really be made by parents and kids? And the reason why I say that is because I'm listening to it. Like, let's be clear, it's a good Coco. Like, of course, Coco Jones can sing, so it's a good song. And realistically, her lyrics is more relatable to me because I don't got kids. I'm single. I'm going into Christmas, but I don't necessarily know if that's putting me in a Christmas mood, or is it kind of making me a little not depressed, trying to, like, be realistic, but it kind of make you kind of like question your own life a little bit. You're realistically, because she's talking about being single going into Christmas, and she's talking about, like, whatever the case may be, whatever little relationship she had going on, like during the springtime and during the summer, and thinking it was going to make it to Christmas, and it didn't. And then she's sitting here saying, like, you could just send a text saying you miss us, or whatever the case may be. So I'm listening to it like it's relatable, but then I'm still judging it because it's supposed to be, it's a Christmas EP, and then I'm still thinking of, like, so in the back of my mind, I'm kind of comparing it to like Mariah Carey, the Jacksons, and then I'm kind of, why not? It's a Christmas album.
Yeah, it's a Christmas album, but it's a Christmas theme. It's more so, all right, for the people that are single or going through whatever the case may be. Like, that's what it's, what I'm saying? That's what it's for. That's like that's R&B. So it's not like it's a soulful Christmas, like, what I'm saying? Nothing like that. So I don't know. You can't judge it like.
No. You missing what I'm saying. I'm not saying, like, when I'm judging it, I'm not judging it like it's bad. It's a good EP.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is, but do you think realistically, because let's be real, if you don't have kids, can you really get in? Everybody's going through that, but because really, and the reason why I'm comparing it and I'm bringing it up is because in her interview with Angel Reese, she kind of was saying, like, Angel Reese asked her, like, hey, what made you want to do a Christmas EP? And she was like, well, one, I'm working on my album, but realistically, Mariah Carey getting that bag, and she continuously get that bag. So it's kind of like, and I'm sure realistically, to me, the smart thing, if you are an R&B singer and you kind of keep watching, like, damn, Mariah Carey been eating for a brick off of, like, realistically this one song. So it's kind of like, okay, if I can put out an EP
tour and all that, so
that's my point. And shout out to Mariah Carey, because Mariah Carey will be kicking off the Netflix football. We kind of talked about it before. I mean, of course, when the dates first came out, we first seen the Beyonce thing. I ain't gonna lie, yeah. It ain't too much you can do this year. I don't know how you're gonna figure it out next year. You just gotta, at this point, you just gotta wait until next year to kind of figure it out. Your only good thing, I guess, when we even originally talked about it, was the only breath of fresh air he gonna have that whole entire day is because the night game is the Lakers versus the Warriors. And right now they got to kind of peak, because LeBron, I don't know if he hurt or what he got going on. So hopefully if you don't get no LeBron, then that 10 o'clock game is kind of go to waste as well, because it's like, that's going to be the hype. The Lakers versus the Warriors is realistically Steph versus LeBron. So if you don't get Steph versus LeBron, it's kind of just like, all right, it's just another game. Who really cares? But it really, like I said, just staying on topic with that one, it still just made me think, like, dang, how do you get that real Christmas feel? Because it's like, It's because a reason. Let's be clear. That's why I say I think for what the album she made, her age group. Okay, she in her 30s. For people in their 30s right now, a lot of people are single. A lot of people. It's the album. The EP is very relatable, but still with it being relatable, it don't put me in the Christmas mood though.
But see, and that's why.
Do you realistically achieve? That's what I'm. I guess my question. Do you get to achieve that Mariah Carey thing you may be looking for?
No, that's not necessary. And I don't think everybody's trying to look to the Mariah Carey situation. I think you just want to get put on play. Like I feel like even like, and that's why I say when you discredit like the playlist and all, I'm like people put those playlists together and just like for moods. So like I said, her album is more so okay. That's an R&B. It's more of a vibe. Like it's not the joy to the world type of stuff, but it's something like, damn, I'm at home drinking my wine, wiping these gifts. Like you got you thinking. Because a lot of people have those songs like the Boys the Men. Like they have those songs. It's like, damn, I wish I had somebody to cuddle up.
But that's what I'm saying. So but realistically, then who does that?
It's an audience for that.
No, listen what I'm saying. And so I'm her audience for that. I get it. But listen to what I'm saying is I get that I'm the audience for it, but still realistically, I don't know how repeatable it is. So that's still but it's almost like going to therapy right before Christmas. It's like who really want to sit in those type of like Rob Waves type of sad vibes going into Christmas.
But a lot of people listen to that type of music. Everybody's not joyful, but a lot of people don't like those Carolyn and all that. Nobody like that shit. A lot of people don't like it. So you targeting that audience who don't want to hear the old joyful. I'm not happy. I'm lonely. You know what I'm saying? Like you have an audience for it. So that's why I say you can't. Maybe I feel like you don't, because like you got to think about it. Even like the rap Christmas joints, like you have an audience who wants to hear. I want to hear rap, but I still want to hear Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Like I still want to be in the Christmas mood. Like them doggies. You know what I'm saying? Snoop Dogg ones, the Dipset. Like you have people for that audience who still want to listen to Christmas music, but I want to hear it in this kind of this theme. Like I don't discredit her or even like that was a bad move. I feel like that was a good move for you, vibe for those who are going through what they're going through right now. And it's more relatable, or people want to listen to it. Like, damn, I am kind of lonely now. Like, damn, I'm thinking about, damn, I should send this Christmas text message. And that's why I said everybody can't be Mariah Carey. Yes, Mariah Carey has that hit, and that hit is it is a hit where it can get played everywhere. I don't think you can chase that.
I'm not. Listen, to what I'm saying. I hear what you're saying. Me personally, I think I would still try to chase it. I get what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying too. I'm not disagreeing with you. I do think it probably realistically, especially in this day and age, it is a large audience who realistically really be in their sad bag and don't want to hear the happy stuff. But I'm not gonna lie, I still would realistically probably still try to chase the happy bag. That's why I'm not even mad. Even if we kind of stay on topic right now with the Christmas theme, I'm not mad at Glorilla and Kalani Jones. Like I'm not sitting here saying like I will go back and listen to it. But if you sit here saying I'm not mad at them for like, I want my only beef with that probably would be just like
I don't want Kalani singing on it for real.
No, I just don't want Glorilla kind of like I think that's what I'm saying. Just got to keep with the hard stuff. I don't want Glorilla to try to tap in the bag and get on a soft song because it's just like her voice just don't fit the soft song.
All right, then that okay. That's why I said like no. What Kalani was like, all right, damn, I get it. And then it's like Gorilla just like
she throw it off because she don't have a voice for that.
Okay, all right.
Like it's like you don't want to hear Waka Flocka on an R&B song, and Glorilla bag is Waka Flocka. So it's like whatever you wouldn't want to hear Waka Flocka on, I would not want to hear Glorilla on it. Love Glorilla. Glorilla's having a crazy run.
But would it be better? Okay, so let me ask you. So would it be better if she would have tried to kind of sling or you know what I'm saying, like something like that?
No, because that ain't her strength. Like that to me, if Kalani really wanted to do that with one of the R&B girls, it would have with one of the rap girls would have made more sense. Do it with Lotto or do it with Meg. I'm not doing nothing with that type of that. What you're trying to do.
I feel like with them, it probably still came off the same way, like that aggressive.
Because both of them got lower tone voices, especially Lotto. Like Lotto would have fit in that in that pocket with Kalani perfectly. Like that just.
So maybe Goldritter should have used Cardi B to sing. You know, like. Because that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know whose song it is. I thought it was I don't know. Maybe it's a joint song because it came up under maybe I don't know whose song it actually is. If it's a Glorilla song, if it was a Kalani song, but still to me, Glorilla just too aggressive for that song.
Mm.
But yeah, like I said, shout out to Coco Jones. If you are in your sad bag going into the holiday season, or you don't have kids, or you single, and you might not necessarily even have to be sad if you just single and you kind of like sitting in your moments. I don't want to call it miserable. But if you kind of in your moments and you kind of feeling some type of way, tap into that Coco Jones song. Like it's straight. Like I said, but it will realistically to me, it's more like if you actually listening to the lyrics and you are single, it's going to kind of tap you on the shoulder, like, hey, here go a quick. How many songs? I think 3 or 4. It's 4. Here go a little 4-pack of therapy for you, because it's realistically like, even when she touched the bag, for most people who are single and you don't got no kids, you're probably kind of relying on your nieces and nephews a little bit to be like, to bring you a little bit more Christmas joy. So like I said, this 4-pack for me is very relatable to my real life, but I still kind of just made me just be like, damn, I ain't gonna hold you. It was like, maybe I was like looking for just one like little, like, what's the new Christmas song? Like, who got like the closest person to me? Is what, Chris Brown?
No,
just Mariah Carey?
No. John Legend. It's a bunch of people that had. That's what I'm saying. If you
like,
not,
I mean, I guess
no, John. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of them. That's what I'm saying. If you don't listen to the Christmas, like if you don't put it on, hey, let me soulful Christmas. It's a lot of people that's in that when you see it on your playlist or you just put that in there. It's a lot of newer songs on there. Yes, Mariah Carey has that song on there, but it's a lot of other songs, and that's why I say I kind of think it's just more so what you listen to or what you tapping into. Because like I said, a lot of people try to do the whole soulful, you know what I'm saying, like the Christmas thing. And
so who would be the so
because John, like I said, John Legend had a whole Christmas album. It's a lot of people that have Christmas albums out there.
So my question to you is, who outside, I think to me, I guess outside of Mariah Carey, the only person I could think of that kind of came close to Mariah Carey is Chris Brown. And of course, because Chris Brown just got so much other negative stuff that people love to throw in his jacket, it's hard for that Chris Brown jump to probably, let's be clear, a bunch of people play the Chris Brown jump, but I'm saying for it to get like, for him to get called up to do like what Mariah Carey constantly get called up to do, I feel like it's never going to happen for Chris Brown, just because all the extra stuff that people won't allow him to get over. But so after Chris Brown, it's like, who else is it? Because it seemed like it's Mariah Carey or nothing.
But that's what, and that's the funny thing that you said, that even brought up the Chris Brown, because I was just watching the movie the other day, and it was just like, damn, since that movie, everything went downhill for him. And that's when he had that
movie was after that, I thought.
No, I want to say that movie was right before that, all that happened, because that's when he was young, no tattoos and all that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's when he was young. Because even Lauren London was young in that movie. All of them was young in that movie. So it's just like seeing that, it's like, damn. Since then, it's just like everything went downhill. Well, not necessarily downhill for him, but it's just like it took a major turn.
Like, it took a major turn. People still love Chris Brown. Obviously, I'm sure everybody at this point, you've probably seen the video of him performing. I believe he in South Africa performing in the video going viral. Bro, he going crazy. So let's be clear, thousands and millions of people still love Chris Brown. But I'm just talking about commercial bags, where I'm sure like we talk about this all the time.
Yeah, because I want to say that
commercial bag is way
double
easier.
Yeah, and I was like,
to go perform somewhere, because that Mariah Carey bag is like ridiculously easy. Like, she literally can relax all year long and know for a fact, as long as I keep my bills here during Christmas time, boom, this is my cash in every year. So that's the only thing I'm thinking about. Just like realistically, I know it's Mariah Carey.
A lot of people do have albums and Christmas, but that's why I say the Mariah Carey is the bar, but you can still make your money off of it.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, we ain't got to stay on that too much longer. I guess, like I said, one of the bigger stories that I was realistically trying to avoid, because I kind of felt bad for Travis Hunter, and I think this is one of the things where realistically, first off, congratulations to Travis Hunter for winning the Heisman Award. And realistically, I seen Tootsie tweeted and Say Cheese and them picked it up, and basically was saying the only reason why Travis Hunter got that award is because he played for Deion Sanders. Duh, that's the point. Like I don't, maybe, and that's what I'm saying. Maybe Tootsie, and I seen Tootsie try to clap back and make it seem like, oh, I played football before. Well, you obviously don't understand how sports work. That's why people go play for big name teams and go play for big name coaches. I'm going to go play for Deion Sanders because every game is going to be on national TV because he's Deion Sanders. That's not a knock to Travis Hunter. That's common sense. The same reason why if I'm a rapper and I got a hot song and I feel like I can't get over this hump, I go sign it to a record label. You know why? Because the record label puts me onto the Breakfast Club, put me on to the Apple Music playlist, the Spotify. It put me over the hump that I can't get over. Like, if I'm tapped out at like, damn, I can't get past this $10,000 a show, and I'm capped off at like $1,000. I'm clean. I'm cleaning up. And if I'm okay with the 10 bands, then cool. I can go to the 10 bands and I can keep doing all the local clubs and maybe a 2 to 3 hour radius. But when I'm trying to get over that hump and trying to get that national exposure, guess what? Realistically, Travis Hunter's a household name. And guess what the crazy thing is? Let's be clear. I'm gonna tell you how much love Deion Sanders is. We damn near treated the running back at Boise State like he was white. Like, that's how much people was kind of like, no, he's still a running back. He's still black, but we treated him the way niggas was cuddling and championing Travis Hunter. We treated Slim from Boise like he was white. Like, we was like, no, if it ain't a Coach Prime kid, we ain't rocking. Like, that's literally how people like was riding for Travis.
And that's my thing. I just think even with these awards, and I think we all kind of just like look at these awards as kind of like, what is your criteria? And like I said, no shade to him, but then it's just like when you look at what the dude from Boise State did, your team is in the championship and in the playoffs and all that. You put up these numbers, you got, record breaking numbers, but then it's like, all right, we look at Travis Hunter. Yeah, he playing both sides of the field. He's not leading in everything, but he is playing both sides of the field. So is it more of a popularity, or is it because when I even seen it, they broke down all the snubs, I guess, like the running back that I guess had compared to his stats. And of course, everybody
already won for sure.
No, they didn't win. They lost. They were showing like everybody who lost. They like, I think it was Reggie Bush, Mark Ingram. Like it was a rack of players who didn't win it at running back, and they were just showing their numbers and what they had for him.
No, all of them won. You looked at it wrong. All of them won. Nigga, Reggie Bush won the Heisman.
Yeah, but he ain't played 1 year. Because there was a lot of
the numbers go look at that again. I know exactly what post you're talking about. The numbers sit here and showed everybody who won, and his numbers was better than theirs.
It was the touchdowns and all that.
Yeah, the touchdowns, yards, and everything.
I thought that was the one.
All of them won the award, and that's why they were saying that he got snubbed. You just looked at it wrong. But yeah, you absolutely all of them was on it. Yeah, Reggie Bush and all of them was on it. All of them won the award.
Okay,
but he got, so that's why they were saying he got snubbed, because it's crazy. Like
his numbers
how all of them, all of his numbers
his
numbers was better than all of theirs. So they was like, how is all his numbers better? But realistically, it's just that's a part. That's why. But listen to what I'm saying. That is why people go play for Alabama. That's why people when Nick Saban, wherever Nick Saban was at, that's why people went to go play for Nick Saban, because he put you in a bigger platform. It's what it is.
But that's my only thing is just like, even with the Heisman Trophy, it's just like, really it don't value nothing in the NFL. We know that.
Yeah, of course.
It don't value nothing. It don't value nothing. And shit, Charlie Ward won the Heisman Trophy and went to the NBA.
Right, of course.
So I just but that's what I'm just saying. It's like when you look at those awards, it's just like, damn. Now, do we sit here? Is it a popularity vote, or is it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, but realistically, I think sometimes,
because I want to say Lamar. I think Lamar twice was up in the running for.
But that's what I'm saying, though. I think sometimes, realistically, for some of those awards, you need to keep them a little bit popular, because you don't want the award to lose the luster. Neither. It kind of got to go hand in hand. It kind of got to go where it's like you kind of want it to be popularity a little bit, and you kind of at the same time you still want it to be. You want the stats to match, but if I can nudge the dude whose stats may be a little bit more oppressive and he got a little bit more popularity, because realistically the dude from Boise, listen to what we're saying, but I mean, of course, because his name is a little bit more difficult, but that's what people just gonna be like, oh, Slim from Boise, everybody know Travis Hunter, even if you are, because let's be real, most people who went from, okay, we were supporting Deion Sanders at Jackson State or whatever the case may be, and then you transferred to Colorado because it was Coach Prime. So yeah, of course,
I'm gonna talk about them people too.
Look at all the people who even went to the game.
They won a championship.
Yeah, they won a championship. They went 10-0 this year.
Ain't nobody pay them no mind.
No, like, that's crazy. Nigga, you better get on Twitter. It's a bunch of people on there dragging it to hell. Like, oh, look at Deion. Y'all thought it was gonna be over for us. And Deion,
and that's what I'm saying. But the coverage, you don't hear the coverage no more. Nobody talk about.
You can't say nobody ain't talking. But that's ESPN though. That's not.
No, it's not ESPN. That's social media. We don't see it on social media. It don't come on.
Listen to what I'm saying. I promise you, last night they won.
No. Listen. I hear that what you're saying, but you didn't see a game or no celebrity, nobody been there at those games.
Yeah, so but those people don't count though. Like, you can't sit here like celebrities is going to do whatever's hot. Like we can't.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. So I'm just saying, social media wise, if you're not looking at those games, their game is not coverage. They was on ESPN. They was on a lot. Their games was talked about, but they're not talked about now. That's what I'm saying, because Deion left, and that's why y'all criticize him for leaving them kids. I'm like, but everybody who's all woke and like, oh, y'all here, you gonna leave the kids? Like, did y'all still support him?
I mean, I think if the games are harder to watch, I think it's harder to support. The same way the WNBA women complain about, like, nigga, the game been what it is, but it wasn't easy to watch. So if it's a difference if it's easy to watch and it's hard to watch. The same way with the NBA, people complaining when the NBA complaining about the numbers right now. People still watching it. They just watching it on the bootleg app. Like, so it's just harder. So even if the bootleg app, I can't watch a game if it's not easy for me to watch. Like, perfect example is easy. Just think about the WNBA. Think about how many people was watching it this year. Because bro, it's $34. I mean, any grown adult got $34, so it was easy to watch. Imagine if every sports thing was that cheap. No, who and their mother wouldn't buy it? Niggas wouldn't even think twice about not buying it. Even if the bootleg junk, like imagine if the bootleg junk, or even if all the sports came together and it was packaged the same way the bootleg app is. Niggas will pay that, even if the price was crazy. Let's sit here and say, like, the way for people who know what the bootleg app is,
if you tell me 400 a year,
and I can watch every sports junk with no problem, everybody will pay it. But that's worth the money. Yeah, but of course, but nobody's sitting here trying to spend. I'm probably gonna pay $800 right here, and I'm gonna pay $300. So yeah, some of those games just not easy to watch because you're absolutely right. Yeah, it could be on ESPN, but what about how many people don't got ESPN on their phone? So that's my point. And even that's why if you look at some of the games, like which ones, or even for the NBA, which ones is higher and which ones is lower, it's which one is easier to watch. So that's just my thing. Like I guarantee you, watch a perfect example. Watch how easy it be for the Unravel jump because it's on Max. So people, there's some app everybody else already got. I got it on my phone, or you already got it on your TV. So it's gonna be easy to watch.
You can. I don't know, but because I feel like if you say Amazon, then cool. But you talking about Max? That everybody don't have Max.
No, unless you got the. No, look how many.
Okay, but then you said people don't have ESPN. So that's what I'm just saying. I'm like,
Marcus, I feel like
no,
I guarantee you
it comes with the bundle. That comes with the bundle.
I guarantee you, more people got Max than they got ESPN.
That comes with the bundle. The whole bundle.
Listen what I'm saying. They added it back because people wasn't buying ESPN by itself because they separated for a minute. They separated the Disney, the Hulu, and the ESPN junk, and they brought it back.
It was always together.
No, I promise you, they stopped the junk for a minute. They literally just brought it back this year because people wasn't buying ESPN by itself. But just all that being said is it's just still just going to, again, it's just what's easier to watch. Because even like you said, for the Boise Slim, imagine if he would have played for Deion Sanders. And everybody and their mother would have been talking about him all year long. Because but my thing is, his games ain't on TV all the time. And that's why, like, you realistically, you just looking at his stats and you just seeing them on highlights. So you don't get to see all his games. That's my point. So realistically, that's why people gonna go play for Deion, and that's why people go play at LSU. That's why people go play at Alabama, because all of these games are easier to watch because they are they household names. All their games are going to be on national TV.
So how many games you think Belichick gonna get next year on TV?
He probably got to steal. I mean, because he Belichick, he gonna get some, but I think realistically, he's still gonna have to get him some big name players.
Shit, they had a big name player. Before
with Drake made his games was on TV.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So I think you still
need something. I mean, listen, what I'm saying. If Belichick could get one like big name quarterback or something like, what's perfect example? Let's say if Belichick could have got Slim that Michigan just got, every Carolina game would have been on TV. If they would have got somebody big like that, where people was big.
So do you think? Okay, do Belichick, will he over trump the basketball? Because
hell no, hell no.
But North Carolina basketball ain't been the same. You know what I'm saying?
It's still the same. Them nigga, I don't care who play on that North Carolina team. North Carolina versus Duke, I'm still gonna be on.
But I know you saying that's North Carolina against Duke. But I'm just saying, like, if he come in there, he can bring more attention to the football.
I mean, probably right now, right at this second, because North Carolina don't have a star player right now. Yeah, of course they probably can. He can right this second. Yes, he can. And the crazy thing is just realistically how crazy different the worlds are, especially when we talk about like black people and white people. Bro, Bill Belichick getting away with one of the most nastiest dating age gaps of all times. It's a 50 ball. His girlfriend is 25. This man is like 72. So me, I may be dragging it. Math be awesome. It's 40 something years, dog. And no, I'm small. People are literally just making jokes about it, and ain't nobody real live really dragging it out. Like for Bill Belichick to real live really get away with what he getting away with, like people, him seeing when he was taking that job, going to North Carolina to become the coach. People were making a joke like, oh, look at his young girlfriend got him wanting to go back to college. Bro, do y'all know how crazy that is? Like, that's not nothing to realistically joke about. But because he's white and because he Bill Belichick, people like, all right, it's cool. It's good money. I don't care. Bro, this man is 72 years old. His girlfriend is 25, bro. That age gap is ridiculous. Like that age, oh my, shout out to Bill Belichick. I ain't mad at him because if ain't nobody else complaining, I ain't about to be the one to sit here and complain about it. But again, the point of this whole conversation, even how we even got down this rabbit hole, was supposed to be about Travis Hunter and his girlfriend. And like I said, I was trying to realistically, I was dragging my feet. I really didn't want to come in here and talk about it because I kind of wanted to talk about it. No, I wanted to talk about it, but I wanted to talk about it in a realistic position because I think sometimes you can be as great as a professional athlete or young college professional, whatever you want to call it, and still be very insecure as a man and still have low self-esteem. Like Travis Hunter don't know who he really is because that's the only way he allowing that girl to play with him like that.
I'm not going to say you know who you are. He's an athlete.
What do that mean?
Most athletes don't know how to talk to females. That's why they use their money and
No. I'm with you on that, but that don't mean that just because I don't know how to talk to girls don't mean I ain't him.
You don't know you're him. You can
that's
be
my
popular.
Point.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You don't know you're him. You don't know. Oh, I can get anybody. You don't know that.
Marcus, that's what I'm telling you. So if you don't know that, that's a level of insecurity. And
no, I don't feel like it's an insecurity.
Because
I don't feel like it's an insecurity because as an athlete, you're an athlete. You just, like I said, when you're a star athlete, a lot of stuff comes to you freely. Just like, oh yeah, because you're the star athlete. But when it's that girl, oh no, I'm not talking to this nigga just because, you know what I'm saying? Like you still can be a cornball to the popular girl, the it girl. You still can be that. You're not that guy to her.
So I hear what you're saying. All of that is cool. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, but that still is a form of insecurity because you in your mind thinking that this girl is above you, bro. This girl ain't no. You can get 20 of her, and that comes with a level of insecurity. And you don't. If you don't know him, you're not him.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't feel that. That's why I say I don't feel like that's an insecurity. You just what you're used to. If she bagged you or you got her, whenever you got her, right? You didn't get her at your peak. You got her. Because how long they been talking? How long they been talking?
Recently, when he went to Colorado.
He just started talking to her.
Talking to her when he went to Jackson State.
Oh, okay, all right. So no. I didn't know that was long. I thought it was a long-term relationship.
Fuck no.
Oh, okay. All right.
It might have been high school. I think I'm gonna play the clip. I'm gonna play the clip when they was in that little orange onesie. They might have been talking to each other. As a matter of fact, because he said he had to go to high school.
Because that was a shorty. Like she bought him the little sculpture of his.
That was all last year though. But I'm gonna play all of those clips. So you're absolutely right. It was in high school. I don't listen to him tell you. All of that is cool, but guess what? His mom, his parents is young. I seen a picture of his dad. Like, bro, his dad is a younger dad. His dad ain't somebody. Oh, his dad
is he locked up or?
I don't know. I don't know what his dad backstory is, but I seen pictures of his dad floating around on the internet yesterday. His dad is young. I don't care. Both of his parents is young. His parents. This is where he need a sister, a cousin, or somebody to punish her. Like you need one of them super aggressive cousins to beat her up so bad that she don't ever want to come around you again. Because that's the only way he gonna break this. Like, bro, he literally real live, like one of them, like he on damn near almost on an episode of Get Out because it's like, but again, that's low insecurity. Like, well, listen, think about what DJ Khaled said here and he was on the jump and he told him, bro, I don't eat no box. And think about how Nicki Minaj and all the other women was like, what you mean you don't eat no box? Because DJ Khaled, no, I'm him. My wife, I'm doing her a favor by being married to her. I'm not eating no box. And that's the difference with somebody who know that they him. DJ Khaled is, everybody in their mother can see DJ Khaled is fat, is all outdoors. DJ Khaled don't care about no shirt. DJ Khaled don't care about nothing. For DJ Khaled as a grown man to sit here and tell you he don't eat box, listen to what I'm telling you. That's when you know you really him. When you listen to Gilbert Arenas talk, you know that Gilbert Arenas kind of been, and I listen to what I'm saying. I'm an Eskimo brother with Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas knew he was him for a long time. This nigga don't know. Well, guess what? I'm going to tell you a perfect example. We can even tie this into He Got Game, a movie. Ray Allen knew he was him, and He Got Game. Travis Hunter don't know he him.
But, dude,
when you don't know you him, that's a form of insecurity, dog.
So, all right, but let me ask you this, and I wish Erica was in here, but is he attractive, though? Because it's just no. That's what I'm saying.
So all of that is cool. So you're proving my point. And just real quick to everybody in the chat, I ain't ignoring y'all. I'm blind, so I don't care what y'all talking about. Y'all gonna be talking to each other because I can't see it and I ain't even trying to see it. So listen to you can listen. What I'm saying, he can be ugly, and the same way somebody can be fat. Whatever the case may be, if whatever you see in the mirror, that is still a form of insecurity. It's just like body dysmorphia. And again, those are things that those words men don't never want to use and don't want to own up on their own. You can like do it, dog, and men don't. It's because it's when you say it. When women say it, we be like, "Oh, my bad, I'm sorry." This is the case, but men don't never want to keep it a buck and be like, "Yeah, I can score all these touchdowns and people can love me, but I can still look in the mirror and feel like I don't deserve somebody that pretty." The same way when we played that clip of that woman when she sit here and said her husband was a simp because he was the first baddie she ever had, bro. That happens all the time. It don't necessarily matter. And of course, for most people, it's hard to believe because we looking at it as on some fanboy stuff like, damn, I can't do what Travis Hunter do. Why he can't? Why he okay with it? Or why he can't see what everybody else see? And when you can get women and men to agree on something, like perfect example, when we talk about cooking with Kaya later, the women ain't going to agree with what the men see. But realistically, everybody and their mother can agree with what they see with Travis Hunter. And like everybody know that he him, and you can kind of be like, damn, it's crazy that he don't see what the rest of the world see. But like I said, I'm talking a lot and I didn't play some of these clips. So let me play the clip from yesterday when he was signing and taking pictures with autographs and she got out of pocket.
All right.
You go walk around.
So, okay, but I mean, I thought it was better sound on this. But so for people who don't know what that clip was, I just played. This was, of course, yesterday. Travis Hunter. He was He was in New York, and he of course he just recently signed a deal with Adidas, and he was at a flagship store in New York City, and he was taking pictures with people. He was taking pictures with fans. He in a store. They got his junk planted behind him, and she kind of like, bro, how long you gonna have me sitting here? Whatever the case may be. That's my point. Or sometimes I get it. I understand for Dion was sometimes like, especially if you kind of just trying to like, let me just keep it. We trying to win games, so I ain't trying to overstep my boundaries. Then cool. His real mom at that point of the time is supposed to step over. Like when his mom started to see them videos go viral, his mother should have stepped in. Because your mom don't got nothing to lose. You can't cut Mom Dukes off. It don't matter how you trying. You can try. Guess what? I don't care. You will have to then. If I'm his mother, I'm his father, I'm whoever I'm his blood relative, I'm stepping over the boundaries. I understand why Dion and Shador may not step over the boundaries right now because you got a bowl game to win. You still need to keep everything P at that time. But bro, it's no way in hell. And I'm gonna tell you how Travis Hunter really liked this girl and the corny thing he did. And this kind of got him dragged because people like, bro, you from the South. How the hell you telling us some Spanish girl introduced you to Lil Wayne? You know how that didn't make no sense to nobody, though?
It do.
How it makes sense?
No, you got to think about, he's young. Like, he's not, like, I feel like y'all think everybody is tapped in. Everybody's not tapped in. Just because you're black don't mean you're tapped in. If he's an athlete, he might not pay attention to that stuff. Like, it's okay. When the last hot Lil Wayne song?
Uproar.
Uproar was what's Uproar?
Off of Carter 5 with Swiss Beats. And
no, that's a New York. That's a New York song. That's not a down south song.
Nigga, any song Lil Wayne knows is a down south song.
Right. So he might not be tapped into that.
Bro, I hear what you're saying. Ain't nobody.
But you say okay, but let me ask you. Let me ask you.
He just was trying to throw his girl an alley-oop. Okay, because he knew what the internet. He already knew before going into the Heisman jump. The internet was already dragging his girlfriend. So for him, he sit here and say, "Hey, let me sit here and try to shoot her some bail and make her seem cool, so everybody else can be like, oh, his girl do be kind of doing him a favor."
So let me ask you this, right?
Nobody in America believed that this girl introduced him to Lil Wayne.
So let me ask you this. So if he knew more young boy music, or he knew, you know what I'm saying, whatever the young raw wave type, like would you still feel it? You still don't believe that's true?
What you saying? You say what?
Like if he know young boy and raw wave, like that's more of his thing than it is Lil Wayne.
I mean, it's hard, bro. Lil Wayne is on everybody's album. Lil Wayne has been featured on all of their albums. So it's hard for me to sit here and say, no, I hear what you're saying. Or I get you trying to shoot him some bail, trying to shoot her some bail. I ain't believing that one. Like, there ain't no way in hell. You're not even about to make me believe that.
No, and he performed that. Didn't he bring them out one year? Last year, right?
Yeah.
He brought them out.
I can't find the jump with her and him on the here you go.
Girl, she done.
And I didn't go. I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. So then I left him.
I wasn't her type.
I left him in my DMs for like 2 months, and then finally I answered him. But I didn't want to like be nothing. I just wanted to just be friends. Like we could be friends. And then after I finally answered him on Instagram, then we texted for like
a long time,
like another 2 months. And then he was friend zone because I didn't like. He was like, "Am I friend zone?" I was like, "Yes." I was not into him. And then finally, I had to go to a friend's birthday dinner, and I didn't want to go by myself. So he was like, "Oh, I'll go with you." And then he went with me, and then there was.
So real quick, that part right there, that's why I said originally I wasn't even mad at him until just all the extra stuff that happened him after him winning the Heisman. Like that right there, cool. Most dudes, if we keeping it a buck, most dudes realistically, you'd have been in somebody's DM for 2 or 3 months. Some of the dudes that may even been in a girl DM for a year. So I'm not even like, when I heard her say that, I'm kind of like, bro, I'm a nigga. I done shot my shot at something. Johnston, maybe kind of a little bit, maybe out of your league, or you feel like you out of your league, and you'll stay in the DM for a minute. You may still flirt, and she give you a little bit of rhythm where you don't feel like a loser in her DM. You're gonna keep playing in the DM a little bit. That's cool. I'm with that. I wasn't knocking Travis Hunter for that, and that's why I wasn't even, like I said, I didn't even care about talking about it at that point, because I seen like, bro, to me that's normal behavior. As a man, I've been left in the DM for months, and okay, then eventually you get out the DM and you get the number, and you might get the cheeks. So I'm cool with that. I didn't feel like that was something to be outrageous with or going crazy with about it. But again, when I'm sitting here saying with her, it's just even going to the game. Like I think we skipped it that week when she was like caught an attitude at the game, but it's just like certain things like, bro, you ain't like you like rims on a foreign car. Like nobody cares about you putting rims on a Lambo. Like, bro, it's still a Lambo. Travis Hunter is the Lambo. Like, you just some rims on the Lambo. Like, he can trade them, swap these rims out anytime.
You can, but just even in the sports world, I just know, like, just even me even in high school, like how you been like athlete or whatever, who you dealing with. It's just like I said, it's an image or whatever the case may be. Yes, I can be with what's perfect is what's the joint with Nick Cannon and whatchamacallit? Fucking
love don't cost a thing.
Yeah, love don't cost a thing. That's that like how she was the popular girl, but then she was talking to him and then she fell in love with Nick Cannon.
I hear what you're saying, and I get all of that. All of that will be cool in the day and age where it wasn't no social media. Like, I hear what you're saying. All of that would be cool if we still lived in the day where you had to get on the internet and it's only dial-up internet, bro. We live in a day and age it's the internet. Like, Travis Hunter is Travis Hunter. He's been Travis Hunter for a minute now. There's no way, like, think about how much of a big deal people made it when Slim hit him with a dirty hit last year. Like, he been him. So it's not, like I said, again, I would give all of this a pass maybe if this was 2005 and not 2000 and about to be 25. Like, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but
so I'm asking you,
and that's a perfect example. That's why Jalen Green is dating fucking for all the younger women keep saying, oh, why Jalen Green want to talk?
She know how to move. Yeah, right.
She knows how to move, I'm asking, and that's the reason.
So I'm asking you right now, if you was Travis Hunter's father, you would tell him, what would you say to him right now?
Get rid of this girl. She is going to be more of a headache than she is going to be anything else for you. Whatever that little puppy dog love, if this your first little relationship you ever fell in love, cool. Get rid of her, dog. I promise you can find something 100 times better.
So
you don't even have to wait until the NFL. Everybody with any woman with common sense got on social media. They all see you won this. This is the difference for playing with Dion. You didn't just get the Heisman. It's on ESPN. It's on the Shade Room. It's on everything. So trust and believe whatever you feel like your reach is or you want your reach to be. I promise you, Travis Hunter can get in any woman's DM today, and they're going to respond to his DM.
But okay, so then that's my question, right? You rather, I don't know her financial situation, but if she's already taken care of, she's come from a wealthy family or whatever the case may be, you rather go down.
I wouldn't give a fuck, nigga. What do I care? What do I got money.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like, all right, somebody's already been here who know how it's maneuvering and all that.
How she don't know how to maneuver?
No.
She just been here.
But I'm just saying, somebody who has money, I don't have to sit here and build you up, take care of you.
Did you see the cheesy ass fucking car that she got him? What are you talking about, nigga?
No, I didn't see what was the car.
Nigga, you just sit here and talk about ain't that the girl who bought him the car?
No, I didn't say a car. I said the build the little sculpture joint with the pictures in it.
Nigga, I don't care. She can't.
Yeah, I ain't know she bought him a car. I thought it was. I thought about the sculpture
thing. Listen to what I'm saying. He can go get in Jada Wade. He can go whatever. He can go find him an Instagram girl, and I promise you, right now, she know how. I guarantee you, she'll find enough money to buy him enough gifts and know how to maneuver. He needs sometimes, dog. You got to sit here and date somebody on your level. If you can't sit here and be like, bro, come on. It was like, nah, dog. I'd rather you just go get a regular Instagram jump and knock yourself out. Like, this to me is
is that on your level? That's just Instagram. I don't think that's on your level, though. Like, you don't want to, because that's what I'm saying. It comes with that.
What you mean? It comes with what?
Like, their name comes with, like, oh, yeah, no, my man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that comes with it. But if I got this girl, whatever her ethnicity is, she has a clean background. She ain't been with too many people. But then you saying, oh, let's go talk to Jada Waiter, who got a baby father, who's locked up, or whatever the case. Like, you have that you don't want to deal with that too.
Nigga, listen to what I'm telling you. I rather listen, and this is a shout out to Jamal. What's his Demonte Murray, whatever the little nigga name is, NBA YoungBoy baby mother. Mm-hmm. I rather deal with that than deal with this stupid ass Spanish girl. I don't care what you talking about. Like, nigga, I'm this girl is just here for what reason? Because it's damn near almost at this point to the rest of the world, it seems like she here for a sympathy case. Mm-hmm. She here for a sympathy case, and because you are a fucking insecure man who don't know who you actually are. Like that, it's like, what are we talking about? Like, at this point, it kind of just like, bro, let's be serious. That's my only thing to Travis Hunter. And I'm gonna play this clip from he was on.
My fiance gonna have to tell me, she gonna be my wife at the time. She gonna have to tell me it's enough. Mm-hmm. Somebody's gonna have to hold me back because I love the game so much. I put so much into it. I'm definitely not gonna know when it's enough.
Beyonce, y'all get married in 2025?
Yep, next year.
Rookie year.
Yep.
And you gonna get married. And you gonna have some babies.
Yep.
Yeah. I could give you a blueprint on how to make babies.
All right, I don't need you. My fiance gonna have to tell me.
Yeah, again, like I said, man, shout out to Travis Hunter. Thoughts and prayers to you. All I would just tell you is I hope somebody close to him will kind of just tap him on the shoulder and try to explain to him how this can be a downfall. And that's to me, this is the only time when people love to sit here and say, oh, I only want to hear sports podcasters talk about sports. This right here is when you need to go listen to the Gilbert Arenases. You need to listen to like the Shaqs. Like, bro, like I just can't even like it's almost 2025. I feel bad that it's like I can't believe you even going down this rabbit hole and it's so much information that you can kind of see something better. Like I almost would rather him get milked by somebody like Bernice. Like, I'd rather you sit here and get milked by somebody older than you sit here and just be like, bro, she's a poo putt. Like nothing about her is like, oh my god, like I get.
I mean, it's a
difference. Like niggas can see it. Like perfect example. You know what's so funny? Shout outs to Trayvon. What's it? Trayvon Diggs, Christian Woods. They both got the same baby mother. The OnlyFans girl. I believe her name like Yasmin or Yaya something. I seen a picture of her. I understand why both of them are Eskimo brothers and Shan, a baby mother. There are some women that's just so fucking beautiful. You be like, cool, I get it, dog. And there's some women that be like, bro, are you serious?
Yeah, but that's what.
And we all listen to what I'm saying. We all seen what Christian Wood's baby mother took him through. She just sit here and call the police on him, try to stab him with a shovel, keyed his car. She climbed the joint. Listen to what I'm telling you. As a man, right now, if you asking me, would I rather sit here and deal with Christian Woods and Trayvon Diggs' crazy baby moms, or would I rather sit here and date this poo putt? Give me that crazy baby mother any day, 90 days going north. If you listen to what I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you what's worse for him right now. I'd rather be Zion Williams. All of them girls that everybody was clowning Zion last year for them girls he was getting pregnant. I'd rather take any last one of them over whatever he laying up with. Because at least, besides the joint with the crazy BBL, her joint was like OD. Yeah, Zion was kind of out of pocket with that one. But still, I would rather hit that than hit what Travis Hunter's laying in the bed with, bro. Like, stop.
That come with a lot of headaches and shit. No.
I don't care. Nigga, this is a headache. Nigga, I'm signing autographs and taking pictures. I'm in New York City in one of the biggest Adidas stores in the world. I literally just signed. And I had your corny ass in the commercial with me.
But that's what I'm saying. I think it's more of somebody, you saying somebody who was popular on the internet who still demands attention to somebody who's low key.
But listen to what I'm saying. So you're giving her. Listen to what I'm saying. You are being Travis Hunter right now. You saying she's low key, but she's causing too much attention.
But she's causing too much because I put her there. But I'm talking about you talking about the good, like you said, you talking about a Bernice and all that. So if Bernice was to do that, that is more that's getting picked up even more, right? That's getting picked up even more. No, I feel like it's no. I'm definitely. I'm saying the social media women are going to get picked up even more than her. Yes, she's getting picked up right now because of it is Travis Hunter.
Of course.
If it was anybody else, she wouldn't be getting picked up. She's getting picked up because it's Travis Hunter. But sure. I feel like she don't demand that much attention. Like she's not that. Oh my god! Like look at her ass. Like
no. I get what you're saying. You're saying off of looks. Cool. I get what you're saying. But still, we're talking about sometimes if you're asking me right now, would I rather have a girl who grabs people's attention because of her looks instead of her personality, bro? Somebody who's getting people's attention in a negative way because of their nasty personality. I promise you can clear as day and see that's going to cause you trouble later in life. Guess what? Because the pretty girl eventually gonna get ugly. So whatever looks and extra stuff she getting with, she's gonna eventually fall off. Cool, but guess what? A crazy person will be crazy until they dead, dog.
Yeah, I'm good. I'd rather take the.
You'd rather take what? The actual crazy person than the girl who just looked good?
Yeah. I'd rather take
crazy as shit.
Trust me, you do. But that's what I'm saying. You speaking off of you don't have kids. You don't like I said. I'd rather deal with that situation. I'd rather deal with that than sit here and deal with I want to be this. I want to be seen. The ones who want their attention want to be.
You're missing it. And you see, this is my point of what you just missed. They don't want to be seen. They're going to be seen regardless if he's there or not. And that's my point.
But I don't want to deal with that. Somebody who's going to be seen. If I'm not I'd rather you be seen because of me, not because of yourself, right?
No, Marcus, listen to what you said. Perfect example. Gabrielle Union and D-Wade. Gabrielle Union, D-Wade is Gabrielle Union's husband now. Because she's still Gabrielle Union. That's my point. Nigga, when Amar Shepard was dating Tiana Taylor, guess what? His ego, again, we talking about ego, we talking about insecurities. Guess what? His ego wasn't big enough to be Tiana Taylor's husband. He wasn't Amar Shepard no more. He was never a bigger star than fucking Tiana Taylor. He's won a championship. He played on that 3-1 team that came back on the Cavs, and he still was never a bigger star than Tiana Taylor. Sometimes, as a man, especially if you don't know how to sit here and deal with the fucking crazy girl who needs too much attention, guess what? I'd rather deal with the girl who already come with her own attention than deal with somebody who's sitting here trying to you piggybacking off of mine, and you're dragging you making me look nuts. This is supposed to be the moment where everybody's celebrating me and people talking about my relationship. Do you know how crazy that sounds? This is the biggest right now, and at this point, because guess what? They're not playing. They're not in the playoffs. They're not going to play for a national championship. This until the draft. This is the biggest day of his career, and we talking about him being in a relationship because his girl having a fucking hissy fit.
Let's go to Jaylen Brown, right? But he's in the same situation, right? Jaylen Brown.
Jalen Green?
No, Brown.
How Jaylen Brown in what situation?
Well, with Bernice, right? He was dealing with Bernice, and then he started talking to Shorty.
Okay, yeah, nobody talked about, and guess what? Nobody.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. But right now, you dealing with the situation where it's quiet. Nobody even talking about her. She
and niggas ain't barely talked about him talking to Bernice because they never seen him in public.
But no, but that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Certain situations, I'm okay with that. Like, so I'm asking you, you ever had Bernice or Shorty with Jaylen Brown? Nah, I'd rather take Shorty. That's what I'm saying. I'd rather take Shorty. Bernice is Bernice. I'd rather take Shorty.
Oh, what are you talking about? Shorty is Travis Hunter girl? Or you talking about the girl that he got right now?
Yeah, girl he got right now.
Oh yeah, her right now. She look better than Bernice. What the fuck are we talking about? Like that's not the same comparable thing. She look better than Travis Hunter girl too. What are we talking about? Like that's not a fair comparison. Okay. If you're asking me if I'm Travis Hunter, would I rather have my girl or would I rather have Kaiser? I'd rather have Kaiser. She look better than Bernice and Travis Hunter girl. What are you talking about? And she quiet and she already lit. She lit and don't say nothing. She's naturally, that's how pretty she is. That's the difference. That's my point. But she's so fucking pretty, she don't have to say nothing. This girl is so pretty that nobody batted an eye and be like, damn, he left Bernice for her. You heard nobody say that. Everybody was like, damn, I ain't mad at him. She looked way better than Bernice.
So, but that's what that's more of a quiet route, right? Her, right? She's more of a quiet route. You don't have you're not dealing with that. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. Some people might take it as an athlete. I'm gonna take the more quiet route than the loud who draw that attention.
I just think it depends on who you are. I think it just depends if you because listen to what I'm saying, and this is not no shade to Travis Hunter. After he's no longer under the Dion thing, that's going to be a little bit more of a harder jump for him to have to deal with. Like right now, you get to kind of be under the Dion umbrella, and Shador kind of still grab a lot of attention. But right, you talking about for like everybody ain't as strong. Like Jaylen Brown is a different type of nigga. And you perfect example is just guess what? People don't talk about his relationship stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But Travis Hunter right now, like, bro, you can kind of see again, it's like, yeah, you a superstar on the field, but you like, bro, you need a backbone as a man. And I know for most men, it's hard to understand that because you're looking at this nigga like, oh, he's a superstar athlete. Yeah, I can take a nigga out of that. And then you can, same way we can see a simp athlete, nigga, I can see him like, bro, he needs a backbone. He needs somebody to see him, tap him on the back like, hey, buddy, you need to do some back workouts because your back is weak as hell right now. Like, that's all it is. There's nothing else I can tell you about that. Like, it's no way in hell as a man you can see that and be like, nah, that's kind of fire. Like, nothing about that is fire, bro. Like, that shit just look weak and he sound like I feel sad for him. Like, when I hear him talk and I hear him talking about this girl, he got to defend this girl, I feel bad because I'm like, this only gonna get worse for you. This ain't gonna get better. Because Dion ain't gonna be your coach next season. So the way some people may be picking this up now and talking about it now with kid gloves, niggas ain't gonna talk about it the same way if whatever else case it happened to you. Like, I mean, it is.
I don't think nobody gonna talk about it then once again in the NFL.
I mean, it depends because if it blow up in your face and then she hit you and you get hit with like Blake Griffin and then you getting crazy child support or something else, whatever the case may be.
But look who he was. Look who he had a child with though. He had a child with somebody who was social media. What's his name, right?
I don't know. I don't know who Blake Griffin baby mother is. I know more about the child support than I know who his baby mother actually is. I don't know.
Ain't one of them. What's his name?
What, Kardashians? Hell no. He dated one, but he ain't had no kid with him. Hell no.
I thought it was somebody.
No, hell no. I guess why we talk. Matter of fact, before we get into any more relationship stuff, shout outs to Tracy McGrady and Vince Carter. They are not a majority, but a minority owner in the Buffalo Bills. That is a good look for both of them because, I mean, realistically, I'm sure nobody probably even knew that they were that big of football fans or even know that they had that type of bread. They was making those type of moves. So shout out, like I said, shout out to Vince Carter, shout out to Tracy McGrady, and thoughts and prayers to Randy Moss. And I know real quick, I know I talked about this, whatever week that was when maybe was that last week or maybe a week ago.
Last week.
Okay, last week. So when he came out and he was on ESPN and he was saying, send out my prayers, whatever case might be, he was wearing his glasses. My only critique for him was,
should just said it.
Yeah, tell people what was wrong with you because don't just make it seem like. And the reason why I always say that is because it's like
because you came out with the merchant stuff.
One, because people can learn from what you got going on, so people can kind of, but don't sit here and just say, hey, go get tested. Let us know what to go get tested for. Yeah. So then if we, and when you say go get tested, then you can allow us to know, like, okay, how can I avoid this as well? Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, for eating certain ways, like, what can I cut out my diet to kind of avoid this? How much extra water do I need to start drinking? Or do I need to stop drinking coffee? Do I need to stop drinking energy drinks? Because none of us like, if you just if we just doing the eye test, nothing outside of when Randy, of course, his eyes started to turn yellow. Outside of that, Randy Moss looked like a healthy man. Like, if we just going off of like physique wise, like Randy Moss never had no gut. Randy Moss never hung over. His face never got fat or nothing. So it was it just was completely left field. So it's like, realistically, nobody knew what was wrong with you. They was just literally just looking off your eyes. And I mean, at that case, niggas can do the same thing with Michael Jordan. You don't still know what's really wrong. So you kind of just like, damn, tell us what's wrong so we can kind of, because I'm sure most people, if you're a Randy Moss fan, you're probably close up in age. So you do probably need to start making those doctor's appointments a lot more. And I understand, and listen, just be clear, just for everybody who listening, you may be in your 30s. I know how you get on social media and niggas like to act. And I ain't just talking about dudes, I'm talking about women too. Try to act like you're younger than what you are. Yeah, you can act however young you want to be on social media, but bro, take your ass to the doctors. Start making them a doctor's appointments, because everybody's getting older and you don't want to sit here and be one of them people where the first time you're getting a real checkup is because you had to get rushed to the hospital in an ambulance. Like that one, that part is going to get extremely, you know, like you don't want to take it there. And the older you get, bro, that's just a part of, almost damn near a part of the human nature is going to happen. Again, like when we talk about LeBron, like, bro, old age was written. Like, if you've been watching LeBron this season, bro, he's been looking old as hell. I'm a diehard LeBron fan. Like, I swear to God, it was so crazy. Because some LeBron fans just don't want to hear, like, you can't criticize LeBron at all. Like, I literally sit here, I think that was whatever the first game, I think it was against Portland, and D'Lo played, because it was literally, we talked about it last week, in the very next game, D'Lo balled out. And of course, D'Lo eventually going to do what D'Lo do. The next game, he played like dog shit. Cool. But what all my thing was still looking at that was like, the best version of D'Lo is always when it's a D'Lo AD 1-2 punch. Or like D'Lo can kind of feed off of AD, him and AD can do the pick and roll. And I kind of said the only way the Lakers going to have a real chance is LeBron have to realistically be okay with either being the third or the fourth option. I know realistically the fourth is ridiculous, but third, you kind of got to, because nobody else on that team could get even if it's not D'Lo, even if you sit here saying it's Dalton Connect, realistically, the only way you're going to get any of them players going to get any type of rhythm is realistically if they getting the ball more. I can't catch no real rhythm if I got to keep waiting for LeBron and then LeBron jacking up stupid threes, or when LeBron normally would have dunked
point guard than he is.
Yeah, it's cool. So that's what I'm saying. If you're okay with the triple doubles now, then just keep passing the ball instead of you sitting here trying to jack up threes or still go for 30 or 40 every now and then. I guess real quick, I do want to get into Papoose and Remy Ma, but real quick, I gotta get into. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Shout outs to goddamn what's this girl name? I almost forgot her goddamn name now. And I've been talking about her so much. Kaya, my bad. Cooking with Kaya, bro. Listen to what I'm saying. I have never seen nobody have social media in a chokehold like this. Like this one, as I'm not gonna lie to you, is probably, to me, is almost like this shit got to be studied how viciously, like, she literally just like came out of nowhere, and she came out of nowhere and damn near like this is almost like a hit record. Like literally cooking with Kaya, cooking with, like, bro, that is literally could be a damn near hit song. She could put that shit on Apple Play, and literally it could be just that on repeat and kept, like, she could put that shit on Apple Music, Spotify right now, and I guarantee you that shit would be on the charts, because it's just like how catchy it is and how many people are real live really just running rapid with it real quick. And realistically, she bought the hater out of some women. Like, I want to play like 2 or 3 different clips of different women kind of even talking about it. I'm gonna play this one girl, and then I'm gonna play another girl real quick, because I do real. The crazy thing is, when I got introduced to it, I got through it to seeing people do funny videos to it. So I didn't know that people was actually on social media hating on her. Like, I didn't know that was a thing. Like, my original thing was like, oh, damn, all right, cool. Everybody making like, who is this girl? Let me get hip to her page. But then I was like, oh, it's a bunch of girls hating on her too. So I'm gonna play. So
you actually watched her videos at the, like, when you caught whenever you started watching them?
Yeah, I went and watched some of them. But the crazy thing is, of course, I'm kind of like, I ain't on my Bill Belichick shit. I kind of was like, I don't know, I want to tweet out and be like, oh my God, look at this. But I get, as a younger dude, I get the appealing nature to it. And I think what made, again, I'm gonna play this clip of what this woman was saying, because the way she was kind of breaking it down, she was keeping it a buck.
Cooking with Kaya is just another example that y'all ain't really girls. And I just love how y'all keep exposing y'allself that the girls thing ain't real. I've been saying the girls thing wasn't real for a long time, and everybody thought that I was just being mean. But now everybody's finally getting to see that I wasn't being mean. I was being honest. It's not real. Y'all are mad, and I'm gonna say jealous at the fact that there's a bunch of men making videos talking about how attractive this Cooking with Kaya girl is. And she is a nice looking girl with a nice natural body. And y'all are sitting up talking about, I don't get the hype. I don't get the hype. Let me sit you down and look you in your face when I tell you this. It's not for you to get the hype. It's not for you, right? If men are getting online and saying that they find her to be attractive, you questioning why they find her attractive is weird. These men keep telling y'all that they like natural women. They want a naturally attractive girl with a nice fit body. She fits all of that. She got a nice natural face. She got a nice natural body, right? But y'all are so hung up and so brainwashed by these BBL outrageous proportioned bodies that you just find it so hard to believe that men could just like a natural fit body. Like you can't fathom that because you're so brainwashed that you think that that out of proportion body is what everybody wants because that's what you want. That's what you think look good, right? You think all that makeup with them bust down wigs is what everybody want because that's what you like, right? You like that Jada way to look. You like that Ari look. So you assume that that's what every man must fantasize about. No, it's not. It's not. And they keep telling y'all that. But again, because y'all are still so silly and stupid that you keep mixing in what men like to sleep with, what men lust after versus what men actually like, because you still can't separate that in 2024, you still keep defaulting to this BBL bust down Instagram baddie look as being every man's dream. And it's not, it's your dream. You want to look like those girls. You want to be those girls, and you're projecting it onto men.
So like I said, again, shout out to her because she is somebody I follow on TikTok, and she kind of really be a lot of her opinions be kind of like this brutally honest, especially when it comes just to the women and men dynamic. And I honestly agree with her. I do think realistically, especially because let's be clear, the ones who are really getting Cooking with Kaya super popular are the younger dudes who sit on TikTok and YouTube or Twitch or any of the streaming platforms all day long. They are way younger. So realistically, for them, that BBL thing may not be as impressive. And I think the way, of course, when social media kind of blends is the age group sometimes. So realistically, you'll see women in their 30s getting upset about what men in their 20s like. Like if you're actually looking at the videos of the dudes who are making the response videos to her, most of them are in their 20s. So then you see the women who are upset, these be women in their 30s. So I'm like, why are you so mad that these dudes is 10 years younger than you or 15 years younger than you, and you upset about what they like? Duh, that's their type. The girl look young as hell. Like her body type, look what they went to school with. They didn't go to school with a bunch of girls with BBLs or none of that stuff. So realistically, to me, it makes sense. So I didn't understand. Like I was kind of like baffled. Like, damn, it's like, why y'all so mad? And I get the punchline in the joke when she's like, the 1, 2, Kaya coming for you. Like, if you don't like, and she basically saying, if y'all don't cook for your man, I will. And I think a lot of women got offended because, and shout out to all the couples on the TikTok couples and the YouTube couples that knew how to sit here and let's play with it. Let's kind of lean into the outrage and the rage bait, and let's get the clicks and views off of it, because some people knew how to play in it. Like I seen this couple where they was kind of joking on it, and the lady was like, damn. It was like one of them jokes where they kind of almost was playing it on like the we listen and we don't judge type of thing. And they was kind of playing with it off of the Cooking with Kaya. I do want to play this other girl on Twitter, and her response was similar to this lady's, but her joke was a little bit more realistic.
Popular among the men because she's extremely relatable and attainable. I'm literally going to break the system down for you, okay? Y'all are talking about, oh, I was expecting her to be on Nara Smith's level, blah, 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 blah. What regular man, especially nigga, is eating that palette of food on the daily? No, he's eating the stuff he was used to his mama making when he was growing up. Majority of people in society are average, if you didn't know. So that means that most men are going to be average, and what they're attracted to in theory will also be average, because you also have to take into account the man has to be able to pull the woman. Okay. And usually men are most attracted.
So real quick, I do want to pause it right there because I seen a girl who dragged her to hell and called her average, and the girl who dragged her to hell, her tweet started to go super viral, and that's how I even seen this girl video. So real quick, I do agree with what she said. I do think the Cooking with Kaya girl, because, and not average in a bad way, I think because she does not look like the Jada Waders or the Bernices or any of those super made up Instagram type of girls, it do make her, I'm sure more dudes try to shoot their shot at her. So more dudes gonna flirt with her in the DM, more dudes gonna flirt with her in the comments, because when you look at her videos, she just looked like a regular girl. She looked like a girl that if any dude, again, with some type of confidence, you feel like you could bag Cooking with Kaya. Like if you feel like if you are a man and you look in the mirror in the morning, or you look at yourself on social media and you post a picture and be like, damn, this jump about to do numbers, I'm really him. If you feel like you him, you can, in your brain, you feel like, oh, I could have bagged her at some point in time. Now you might not be able to bag her now because she's extremely too popular, and I'm sure some NBA and some NFL niggas sliding in her DM at this point. So I mean, it may be a little bit, it's not as attainable, but if you even look at her setup, the plates, or like she just said, all of that do look average. It looked like realistically anybody can cook it. Because I get what she's saying is like, what's the girl that everybody was kind of arguing with maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago? I believe her name like Jane something. They was arguing with her about her getting surgery done to her body or whatever the case may be. But realistically, that woman, this is so crazy that she be even trying to even do the body stuff or the fitness stuff, because her page was started off as a cooking page. But again, going back into what the original girl said, it's a difference between like maybe people really wasn't paying her no attention for the cooking stuff because you trying to do like the 5-star looking meals or whatever the case may be. So you kind of link more into, okay, if my food page ain't really hitting or nothing, let me sit here and jazz up my body a little bit so I can get a little bit more attention. And that's what most girls end up doing on social media. Like whatever you got already not really working for you, you gonna kind of lean into, let me try to get some sex appeal going on for me a little bit. So I do kind of agree with what the girl was saying. I understand. And I kind of like, I felt bad that people was dragging her because they felt like she was shading Kaya because she was saying she was average. I don't think she was shading her. She was just being honest. Like, okay, it's a difference between Cooking with Kaya and Jada Wader, or it's a difference between Cooking with Kaya and, again, that lady, I forgot her name, but the girl that I think it's like Jane something, whatever the woman was that everybody was dragging on the shade room, like I said, maybe like a month ago now, about her body looking fake. But she was originally, her page started off as a cooking page. And nice. Yeah, her.
They was dragging her recently.
Yeah, that maybe like I want to say like it had to be maybe a month ago, if that long, because they were sitting here saying, because I think she was trying to sell her body, like she was trying to sell a waist trainer, and people were saying, why you trying to sell people a waist trainer and you went and got surgery?
Her food look way better than.
But listen to, but this is my point though. But
that's my only thing.
But listen to my point. That's the point though. Her food, look, you absolutely right.
She looks better.
No, yeah, that's why. But Marcus, listen to what I'm saying. 1 year older, so of course, yes, the food looks better, and of course, yes, she does look better. But realistically, to the average man, they know for a fact, man, that lady be cooking in some big ass kitchen. That the kitchen that that woman cooking bigger than the average fucking person apartment. So yeah, most people when they see that shit know that they can't get her, so they ain't thinking about her.
No, and that's why I said the power of social media, and that's why I'm just like, damn, y'all niggas hype of her. Like Jay, like I bought products from her cooking book. I bought the little like I bought stuff, off of her website. But that's why I'm just
but
like,
this is what I'm saying though. But you are older, hornier nigga. So
no,
that's
the horny don't have no dog. That would not get me horny watching that Cooking with Kaya. I'm sorry.
Because you older. That's my point.
If I was younger, that would not get me horny.
You can't say that now because you're not in her age demo, but I'm 100% positive, nigga. I listen to him telling you, nigga, I seen what you was fucking when you was 20.
Okay.
You saying that now in your 30s. Yeah, of course, it's easy to say and say, yeah, it wouldn't do nothing for you now. But I'm getting listening to what I'm saying. I'm not mad at you for your palate being, of course, because you're older, your palate should be more to that woman because that is an older palate. But a perfect example, I guarantee you, if somebody could be honest, if somebody could have an honest conversation with that woman, let's be clear, she's very successful in what she do, but I'm 100% positive she wish she would have had a nice run like this girl having right now off of straight cooking. Because that girl ain't doing, Jay, whatever fucker that lady name is.
No, she got what you mean? What we mean?
No, you're missing what I'm saying. It's a difference between she got a lot of followers, but this cooking with listen to what I'm saying. That Cooking with Kaya Nick, dog. That lady she ain't never had one of these type of runs.
Yes, she has cookbooks and utensils that's getting bought. Yeah, she has.
Marcus, you're missing what I'm saying.
What am I missing?
No.
You talking about on social media?
On social media.
Yeah, bro. She was a model. She sold clothes before she started cooking.
Again, leaning into the beauty. Cooking with Kaya is lit off of them plates, right. The regular plates.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. She, before her even started doing the cooking, she was popular before she started doing the cooking thing. So that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. You saying her run or whatever the case may be. Yes. Okay. That cooking require is trendy, right? But I'd rather sit here and be selling products and getting warehouses where I'm moving. I'd rather have that than
of course, but we could tie that almost and back into like our conversation when we talk about music. It's a difference between sitting here saying like, yeah, everybody would rather have a classic album, but hey, nigga ain't gonna be mad if you got that crazy one. And listen to what I'm saying. Everybody, realistically, if you sit here, no, so time out. If you
after the holidays, we ain't talking about her again.
You say after what?
After the holidays, we not talking about her again.
It don't matter. But guess what? You never know that because guess what? If you asking me like right now, we sit here and say, would I rather have? I don't want to be extreme and say like a J. Cole run because that's kind of a nuts jump. Okay, perfect example. If I'd rather be Wiz Khalifa or would I rather sit here and be and have a jump like the swag surfing niggas or would I rather have Knucky View Buck? This is right now cooking with Kaya is swag surfing.
But Wiz Khalifa still got Black and Yellow and he still got the Paul Walker Rest in Peace song.
Yeah, but them songs,
like yes, they do. They do.
Like swag surf.
Man, come on, man. Swag surf is only on during the homecoming time.
You can't say that because Kansas City Chiefs and Taylor Swift just ran with it all last year.
Right, but you ran with that one, but that song still get played in movies. That's what I'm saying. I hear what you're saying. You're saying, oh, I'd rather have the likes and the follows, right? But if I sit here and bought your product that you're selling, I'd rather have that. I'd rather you sit in and spend your hard-earned money on my product than you sit in.
I get what you're saying, but so realistically, if this is just the manager brain, if somebody was managing cooking with Kaya, right now should be the perfect time where she should drop at least a t-shirt. Because all of those people who are recreating the videos or whatever the case may be, if she had a cooking with Kaya or the 1, 2, 3 Kaya coming for you t-shirts, people would buy them right now because why it's hot. Like I agree with you.
Like the Hot Suey girl, exactly. The why it's hot, but I still think, like I said, long term, it still drains out. That's why I say if you're comparing cooking with Kaya with Shorty, I'd rather have Shorty than cooking with Kaya because this is only temporary. It's not no product placements or anything that's going to go long term. And that's why even with Jay. She was a model. She was selling her clothes before she was even started doing the cooking thing. She went into the cooking thing to try to market more money. And that's why I'm saying I'm not mad at you because yes, you're a pretty girl, you have a nice body, and you doing all this cooking. The thing, her Thanksgiving, all that shit. Like she has a little platform that she been going for. Cause shit, she was tied with Gunna for a hot second. Until everything started popping off with all that. So I'd rather have her than having the cooking with Kaya shit.
I hear you, but I think realistically, I get what you're saying, but I can't. I just think you right now, you kind of what you're doing to Kaya is what people like. You feeling like you almost trying to stamp that you guarantee she's gonna be a one-hit wonder, and you don't necessarily know that.
Hawk Tool Girl is a one-hit wonder, right? She can't come off of that. Cooking with Kaya, like I said, you're doing what you're doing, but then how else can you branch off of? Yes, you can say cooking with Kaya, but then after that, all right, you keep making the same plates. Like I didn't even see her cook it. I just saw her doing a little dance, and I'm like, all right, I turned it off. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't nothing like to keep me watching.
No, listen to what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you what you do because you get two privileges you get to talk from. One, because you get actual real home cooked meals on the regular. So of course that's not going to do nothing for you. The same way when we were talking about the Coco Jones earlier, there's some people who don't get home cooked meals. So niggas is using cooking with Kaya almost like you girls need to get into the kitchen because look how lit her being in the kitchen got her.
Yeah,
so niggas is using it almost like to sneak this women at the same time.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So that's only temporarily. How if you got the cooking with Kaya now, how can you branch off with this? Yes, it's right now. It's a catchy phrase or whatever the case. But all right, what else next? You can't keep saying cooking with Kaya, just like with the Hawk Tuga. You can't just keep saying, "Oh, I'm a Hawk Tuga" on the. You gotta.
I hear what you're saying, but in this day and age that we live off of, just perfect example, she had DDG had her on a live stream with her, so I'm sure he slid her some bread. She ain't just do it for free, so I'm sure realistically, right? You saying what else can she do? But that's a whole run for it. Because trust and believe.
Guess what? No. Hold up. Here's my thing. If she would have did but if she would have did with Castanet during the marathon, then yes, salute to you on the run. My only thing is just like, all right, right now, how far can you go? You have, like I said, you have to.
I mean, we don't know because like I said, a reason why I don't want to pigeonhole her right now because I'm sure we could have said the same thing about DC Young Fly. You could have said the same thing about Drewski. You could have said the same thing about anybody on social media. Realistically, it's what you do after you get your run. So I don't want to sit here and just slight on her because she's a female, and so you sit here saying,
and that's what I'm saying.
Because guess what? The first thing she already done is got a slogan that everybody know now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm just. My only thing is just like I hear you. You have a slogan, you have a catchy phrase. A lot of people, like I said, even going back to Jay, you was a model before you became this whole cooking thing. Like I said, you took your motto to, all right, I'm gonna do this to add more followers to me. That's what I'm saying. So how can you branch? That's what I'm saying. When you compare the two, it's just like, all right, then now.
Listen, what I'm saying. That I may have misspoke and maybe compared her to somebody a little bit too big, but that was just the person off the top of my head because I don't know a bunch of cooking people, and I do think that is another reason why it's a lot of women on social media who may be beefing because let's be clear. I'm sure those two ain't the only two women on social media cooking. So listen to what I'm saying. I could maybe have jumped out there and compared her to, I ain't gonna say Jay-Z because Jay-Z would be the big heavy set light skinned lady who live in Atlanta. What's her name? Kimberly. I can't remember. But she probably is the bar, to be honest. If we talking about just off of straight cooking, Kimberly probably realistically is the bar. Because she sell product and she real life really lit just off of cooking. Ain't no sex. But
that's what. But even let's just think about the whole brunch situation with what was the guys that was feeding the grapes and all that. You know what I'm saying? Doing all that shit. That was trendy. And after a while, all right, then now what? Because then you look at other people who got all these brunches and they setting up all these damn lamb chops, burning over. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, all right, it's trendy right now, but then, all right, then now what? Because like I said, the dude who was all feeding the grapes and doing all that wild shit and people was losing their mind. That's what I'm saying. It's a trendy situation, but then, all right, then how you go off of that? How you catapult off of that?
I mean, I think you got to give her a second because realistically, I just got hip to her this week, so I don't necessarily know. Like I said, I don't want to pigeonhole her already. I do want to give her a window to kind of figure it out. I'm almost willing to bet she'll be able to figure it out. Especially if TikTok don't get shut down, and we'll talk about that in a few after. Let me finish this clip off, and then we can go into something else because it definitely got to go to Remy Ma and Papoose. And I ain't gonna lie to you, New York, real quick, just before I'll wait till I get to Remy Ma and Papoose.
To things on average that they perceive they can pull. So y'all are over here talking about like other creators that cook better or look better or whatever. Bro, these men don't even have the funds to even believe that they can have a conversation with some of those people, okay? They don't have the looks, the socioeconomic class, the social tier, the nothing, okay? Which is where her appeal comes in because she's an average girl making average meals in her average home, shaking her ass in her average tight outfits. Men love that shit. The demographic of people also coming into contact with her content, if you haven't been paying attention, are average. Okay, maybe a little bit below, but yeah. And so I understand like a little bit of feeling gaslit because, being told, oh, women don't cook, women don't this, women don't that. I won't break that apart because that actually take me forever to get to the bottom of that system. But yeah, just know that if you're a woman and you feel like men are being delusional and you're being gaslit, know that that's a sign that those aren't the men that you need to be entertaining or talking to. Okay? Because the type of men that you entertain and talk to will be on the same page, or at least loosely, with what they think is valuable, attractive, or whatever in a woman.
All right, so like I said, that was her last clip. Real quick, before I even get into, because I feel like we've been in kind of like on a bunch of, because of Travis Hunter, then this, all of that is kind of relationship, women, men stuff. I do want to say shout outs to Boss Man D-Lo. Boss Man D-Lo did drop a new project called D-Lo Curry over the weekend. Realistically, I'm not gonna lie to you at first, and this is one of the reasons why especially I don't make videos, or I don't sit here and try to talk about projects soon as they come out, because of course, Top text me like, what you think about the Boss Man D-Lo joint? Off the first listen, because I didn't make it, I think at that time when he asked me that, I was probably 5 songs in, the very first 5 songs, if I'm keeping it a buck, outside of the D-Lo Curry joint, so let's just say 2 through 5 was mid. It was trash. That fucking Ice Spice hanging. Listen to him saying, and I only reason why I'm gonna be very careful when I talk about Ice Spice, because I don't because she might be going through the Trasman Bozeman shit. I don't want to be fucking Jess Hilarious, so I'm cool.
Oh, you saying?
Yeah, but no. Listen, the verse was trash. I don't even shout out to French Montana. I don't know how French Montana continuously strong arms his way onto people projects or getting into all the younger dudes, because that is a skill level too. Like what French Montana be doing, like people randomly, you don't be thinking about French Montana. I'm like, bro, it's almost 2025. How the hell did French Montana get on this Boss Man D-Lo project? Especially because Boss Man D-Lo from Florida. Like, if this was a New York rapper, it makes sense. But though he could have did without both of them songs. Or even if he did the Mo Chicken song, you didn't need French Montana. Like, maybe you should have reached out to somebody from the South, like Gucci or Jeezy or anybody from the South. Like French Montana was like, bro, who the hell need a French Montana verse in 2024? The Ice Spice shit was trash. Like, it didn't even sound like she recorded that shit in a real studio. So you see, like I said, the very first, like I said, the first song was cool. I like that it came out a week earlier. So like I said, so 2, 3, 4, and 5. I told you I didn't like the biggest part 2. I didn't like that song originally. So it didn't pick up till it got to 46. I mean number 6, and that was 46th Street. That song crank. I like Star Life. That joint was cool. Cash Out. Cash-ish. I love that joint. Game. Then so let's just go for that little window with 6, 7, and 8. All 3 of them songs was fire. Then it got to what is this? When it got to number 9, Game Winner. So number 9, 10, and 11 was doo-doo. After that, them 3 songs, 9, 10, and 11 was doo-doo. When they got back to number 12, PJ's featuring Lil Baby, then that's when that album kicked up. If he would have changed, he should have literally them like those. What's that one? How many of these songs he could have put all the way at the very end? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. Those 7 songs could have been the last 7 songs on that project because them shits was trash. I'm not even gonna hold you. It picked up. Now when he got to that PJ song, number 12 with Lil Baby, from PJs to Out the Mud, number 13, 14, What You Need with No Cap. Oh my God, that song crank like hell. That jump, and then Pushing Up. Oh my God, Pushing Up crank like hell. D-Lo Flintstone, that jump crank. The D-Lo Gucci crank. Box Night jump featuring Babyface Ray. That jump crank. For the Days, and of course the Twerk That Ass remix with Glorilla. All of them Jones crank. So listen, out of the total project, I probably give them like a B+. Or if he was doing it on a number scale, I would probably give it like, because the songs that crank really crank for real. So I would give him like an 8 out of 10. Like if I'm putting it on a scale like 1 through 10, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. But the bad songs are very bad. Like that Ice Spice song is horrible, dog. Like there is no way in hell that song should have been that high up on this jump. Like it's no way, and maybe that was a label thing. Maybe they signed to the same label. I ain't looked to really see. I'm 9 times out of 10. I'm almost go out on a limb and say they gotta be on the same label because that to me don't make no sense. Like realistically, even for that Shake That song to be as big as it is, why would you even put it so far at the end? Like especially as hot as Glorilla, that should have been the second song on the album. If we keeping it a buck, especially for how hot that song was and how hot Glorilla is, there's no way in hell you should have had that song all the way at number 20. That don't make no sense to me. So that would just be my only biggest critique is just that way the album was kind of structured. It was just like the mid songs was way too high. Like them songs it was bad, they was like real bad. The songs it was fire. And I get it. He did a video for the joint with him and No Cap and I do think one thing I can give Boss Man D-Lo a lot of credit for, the good songs really made me feel like mixtape songs or mixtape projects gave me that feel of like old Gucci, old OJ, when I'm just outside, I'm young, busting moves, whatever case may be, and you know those certain mixtapes or songs you used to listen to and you really used to trap crazy to, like them songs will be your songs that you really want to get money to, or them songs after you done got a lot of money, you about to go to the club and spend this money. Like Boss Man D-Lo give you that type of feeling, like them his punchlines, and that's one thing I love about his music. Boss Man D-Lo ain't on no song talking about shooting or killing a bunch of people or none of that. He real live only talking about money. His punchlines is all sports punchlines. Realistically, all his punchlines damn near be basketball jokes. Like he might throw a football joke in every now and then, but realistically, most of his jokes is basketball punchlines. But it just gives you that getting money feel. Like it just like when you listen, and it's refreshing because we do live in a time where everything is switches and Glocks and this, that, and the third. So it's very refreshing to hear somebody else it's still street talk, but it's just getting money. I'm getting money and road running, this and that third. So it's like I like that from Boss Man D-Lo. Shout out to Boss Man D-Lo. That was a solid, like I said, a solid project. I give it an 8 out of 10. And my only other critique from Boss Man of the week, because it could have kind of went left for him. He did a horrible Breakfast Club interview, and it was because and the reason why I say that Breakfast Club interview was horrible because when he was talking about like him being locked up, it was almost felt like he was damn near lying, because it was like when niggas give you jail stories, and maybe because I'm thinking about, I can't even sit here and just put it on Boosie, but bro, like when niggas be locked up and they've been locked up for some decent time, like people have good jail stories. Like think about A$AP Rocky, even though the junk was a super gay pause worthy story that A$AP Rocky had slipping on the semen, it still was a fire jail story. It was still a jail story that everybody remembered. So it was just like he was just kind of like stuttering Stanley when he was giving his, like, I'm like, bro, you should have had this shit. Are you going on the Breakfast Club? Like you should have kind of already had all this played out on what you was going to talk about. So it didn't seem like, it just seemed like his whole, it seemed bad though. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was like to go on the Breakfast Club. Y'all know I'm a critiquer of people when artists go to the Breakfast Club. Like you either going to, that interview gonna help you or it's gonna kind of like, and that Boss Man D-Lo John, like that shit was only 30 minutes. I felt like I cut it off like 25 minutes in, like, I'm going.
Remember, are you surprised? I mean, because even looking at that ESPN clip, it wasn't like he was like, he's not too.
Yeah, you shouldn't do him at all then.
But I feel like you still got to do him. You got to do him to get your name out there.
Listen, I get it.
Yeah, and like I said, last week you got on people saying they don't be in the streets or they don't do the stuff that they used to do. You're doing that, but everybody's not made for it.
then that's when you need to practice, dog. You listen to me. If you know that you was going on the Breakfast Club or the same way, like you say, when you going to the ESPN job, like you can't be dry going on to these things. Like you kind of already got to know that you're going there, so you got to prepare.
But that's why I just say some people just have. Yes, I got the look, I got the I can dress the way, but I don't have that charisma. A lot of people are like that.
Then, dog, and you shouldn't do interviews because that shit can hurt you more than it can help you.
I feel like that's a thing that just like nowadays, this is like. You can have the look, you can have the hit song, but do you really have that?
No, that's what I'm saying. And let's be clear. Sometimes you get comfortable with it. Because at first, early Migos, if you go watch early Migos Breakfast Club, it was damn near just as bad as the Chief Keef joint. But then the Migos got better with time, where the Migos interviews were like, okay, I'm looking forward to seeing the Migos interview now. But their very first joint, that's why I said I wasn't gonna be too judgmental on it. My only other critique for him, bro, when you go, if you should never go to Funkmaster Flex. Ever, unless you just really prepared to go to Funkmaster Flex, because, and I get it, I think I commented and somebody was like, well, he was doing the 50 Cent flow. That flow ain't for everybody. Boss Man D-Lo ain't a good enough rapper to sit here and try to do a window shopper. Like, he shouldn't have did it. If he was going to go on Funkmaster Flex, pick a down south beat, nigga, and pick an old Gucci Man beat and rap over that. That's your swag. That's your bag. You should never go on there and try to rap over a New York style beat. Like, bro, I was like, hey, come on, dog. If I wasn't already a fan of his, that would have turned me off. Because the same way when you see just a random nigga go Funkmaster Flex and you kind of like, ugh. Like that lyric, I'm listening to him like, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but it's the pocket you're trying to be in. And I think one of the things, I mean, of course, we can't help it. We talk about it all the time on social media because sometimes the critiques get loud. Even on his Breakfast Club interview, Charlamagne asked him about like, how do you deal with the fans saying you need to switch up your style or whatever the case may be. And that's what he tried to do on the Funkmaster Flex joint. But don't do it on it. Like, it's just certain platforms. Like, I'm not trying nothing new on these legendary, iconic platforms. You should not get on Funkmaster Flex and try to prove some point to nobody. You get on Funkmaster Flex, you're supposed to go on there and smoke that. You go on to LA Leakers, you're supposed to smoke that and leave it. You want to try something new, do that shit on the radar. Like, that's a newer platform. Niggas kind of hit or miss on there every time. Like, look, when Drake went on the radar shit, that shit was silly. Do something like that. You can do that on the radar. But if you go on LA Leaguers, Funkmaster Flex, or you go on Sway, nigga, you need to knock that shit out the park. You go on the Breakfast Club, you need to knock that out the park. You can't do no new stuff on those platforms. So again, like I said, but shout out to Boss Man D-Lo. Like I said, the project was solid. 8 out of 10. Like I said, we can get into Papoose and Remy. At this point, I do. Damn, where was the original jump? Because I gotta come back. I gotta give Geechee Gotti his credit. You gotta come back in with the original jump that kicked it all off. How the fuck I thought I say that? Oh, here you go.
Give a fuck if you fucking this nigga. Just tell him stop spewing the business. If niggas found out you was fucking the help, that could really ruin your image. We talking Barack and Michelle, Pap and Rim. Nigga, that's us. Y'all the poster child symbol for black love. Nigga wouldn't even think that y'all marriages still had to go through them stages. Every interview, he show his admiration and tell the world how he think his woman the greatest. That nigga held you down in prison for 6 years. It was nice, he cried big. It was, hold it down, he already dead. Hold it down. Every interview, he show his admiration and tell the world how his woman the greatest. Nigga, he held you down in prison for 6 years. I know it was nice. He cried big tears. He stood by you by your biggest accomplishment, front row, giving you big tears. Now y'all got a beautiful baby girl who oh so amazing. He be damned if he lose you to this bozo with braces. Nigga, hey, the world ain't never supposed to know what you and me going through. Hey, the world ain't never supposed to know what you and me going through. But this nigga behind closed doors running his mouth like a hoe supposed to do. Got niggas making blogs and YouTubes. People arguing in the comments if those posts are true. Because them TMZ and Shade Room outlets, they only know you. Listen, hey, they only know you. Them TMZ and Shade Room outlets, they only know you. Listen, he took you out to the best foods. When you ain't feeling good, he put you back in the best moods. So he be damned to see you get stepped to by a nigga he socked out and stood over like a step stool. You think if he didn't, he took you out to eat the best foods. When you ain't feeling good, he put you back in the best moods. Yeah, he knocked him out because he be damned to keep seeing you get stepped to by some nigga he socked out and stood over like a step stool. If you think he didn't love you, he would have put up with all of this shit. Yo, Papoose. That's how you talk to your bitch, nigga.
I don't care what nobody say. That line still ring off. That fucking verse still go crazy, and that's why I'm glad I got a backbone. When we talking about backbones, that is one of the reasons why I've been so sad and so disappointed in some of my favorite New York radio stations and podcasts. Because when this verse came out, it definitely had the internet on shakes, and people nobody wanted to talk about it. I mean, I get it. I mean, if you and Remy Ma are really friends, I kind of understand it, but I ain't gonna lie, that verse was too hard for me. Not like, even if I'm from New York and I'm a New York podcaster, even if I wanted to skip that conversation, I still would have had to play this verse on my platform before it even went where it went right now. And I'm not gonna lie, and this is where I guess where you get to see how hypocritical the world is, because you see so many people sit here and be like, oh, don't get into it. Like, y'all, you complain when it's men and it's gun violence, everybody kind of get up in arms about it. But the first thing everybody sit here and tell Carissa Shields is, oh, don't forget Remy Ma be smoking people and she be clapping her eye. Like, y'all playing with Carissa Shields like she from fucking Boston or something. Like, Carissa Shields is from Detroit. Like, y'all playing with her like she don't, like, if she needed to, couldn't have a mean gun game at the same time, it don't mean nothing. Wherever they gonna be at, they rich enough that Carissa Shields gonna be able to bump into her somewhere with them two gonna have to be able to dance. And Carissa Shields will knock Remy Ma slam out and put her to bed for Christmas. But I'm not gonna lie. And you know the crazy thing is, again, when we sit here talking about Travis Hunter, you can kind of almost tie those two things into sometimes, because the difference between where it's like when you the star and the person is just so eager to get their moment. Like, Easy to Block Captain, you can, and I'm gonna play this clips of him just being a cornball Jamal from Philadelphia is crazy, because he was just geeking for his moment. Like, he couldn't wait for this to blow up so he could really get his tea off. Like, he real life really could not wait to spill this tea. He been be clear. That's why it was already like every battle he was in, niggas was bringing this same type of energy to him every time he was doing a battle. But for the rest of the world, people kind of just really wasn't paying no attention, because Remy or Papoose kind of never really talked about it. Like, they kind of just let it, like they was leaving that almost like in the battle world. And of course, realistically, for most people, if you are familiar with battle rap, it's a very niche audience. Like, it don't really drag over, because it's like, you either like battle rap or you don't. So it's not something that's really going to get brought up on the Shade Room or even Say Cheese or even academics. Like, it's not going to go into that form of the hip hop community or even the gossip community. So realistically, for him, it was like, now it's really time for me to talk. And he talked like a whore. Like, you wouldn't expect for no man to sit here and be like, come on, dog. Like, and let's be clear. I mean, yeah, I'm mad. I ain't gonna say I'm not mad at him. I'm mad at him. Like, bro, you can't, nah, dog. Especially as a battle rapper, you ain't supposed, and you from Philly, like, you ain't supposed to be like this, dog. Here you go. Let me get this clips of him. Like, and shout out to Papoose for knocking that nigga out and making him have to. And shout out to the people who was on his chat when he was going live, and niggas was like, yeah, you talking about everything else, but address you getting knocked out. Like, let's talk about that. Like, don't keep talking about everything else. Talk about you getting knocked out. How did I miss it? Where did I put this at? Easy to Block Cat. How the hell? Here we go.
A lot to y'all. So the shit that I used to always say, it was bullshit. But now, that's all I was waiting for, is for the nigga to say my name. So I said, okay, cool. So I can tell the real story. You dig what I'm saying? Like, so all right. So newsflash, the nigga knew a few months before our battle, Hit Me and Holla. The nigga knew already. I know he up there trying to play victim and all of that shit, but the nigga been knew. He knew 2 years ago. I ain't gonna lie. Give me, don't let the nigga cap y'all niggas up. The nigga been knew. He been knew. And I'm gonna tell y'all how he knew. So how he knew is the nigga that y'all think that's so thorough, he put a recording device in Remy's car. So how he knew is he was bugging her fucking car. So like, that's how the nigga knew. The nigga's a weirdo. So I can't lie to y'all that I lied to y'all. So the shit that I used to work. You know what I'm saying? Like that. When niggas gonna keep it $1 here. You know what I'm saying? Like that. He bugged the car, and you couldn't really hear me on the other side, but you could hear her talking to me. So that's how he knew. And it's not cap. I got all the proof. So as soon as he say it's cap, I'm gonna show niggas all the proof. I'm just keeping $1 here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that. So I'm gonna just say I was under everything that basically is niggas that already split up already, like motherfuckers was living on cover. You know what I'm saying? Like that. When niggas gonna keep it $1 here. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Nigga came through the situation with a mask on. and he got past the security guard. I don't know how. Now, we're not going to speculate here. I don't know how he got with a mask on. I don't know how he got past the security guard, but he got past the security guard. The wall is an L shape. I'm on the wall, and literally the nigga he literally sneaked me. He do sneak me. He do sneak me, and that's where the two clean Jones come into the hand. He do sneak me. Wow. But when I never fell, never was in no fetal position, I never touched the ground ever. That when I got back to turn around to the nigga ran. He ran. And shit like that. To me, I told Rem, I think the security nigga has something to do with it, because a nigga that comes with a full-blown mask, your security nigga is not going to allow a nigga in the building. But the only how he allows a nigga to go through the fucking door, nigga came through, he lifts his mask up, and it says like, yo, this is him. You dig what I'm saying? So he gets in there, boom, and then he leaves the same way he came. So to me, I always think that it was a lineup. He lifts his mask up, and it says like.
So real quick, of course, like I said, for people who don't know, and the reason why he had to address him getting, and I'm listening to say, I hear what you're saying. You saying you ain't getting knocked out, but before the story came out to the rest of the world, people who was there said you got knocked out. I get it. I'm not mad. I understand it.
But why are you addressing it now?
What you mean?
That happened a while ago.
It was the hottest story on the internet this week. Why would he not?
But it happened a while ago. You didn't address it. That's my only thing. Like, why are you talking about it?
Because you got to think about it again. He ain't the breadwinner in that relationship. So nigga,
so why are you even? But that's my thing. Just play your role.
But Marcus, I think you missing though. You missed the part where Pat Poose posted it and talked about knocking him out. So
and he can post it. That's somebody. That is somebody's wife that you was fucking with.
Of course.
Why are you even talking about it? That's my thing. It's just like, dog, if you keep talking about you keeping it 100, you keeping a buck, just shut the fuck up then. You sitting here talking, you're being a female. You're sitting here talking about, well, no, this was happening. Dog, if you're fucking somebody else's wife, she's not divorced, whatever the case may be, if they separated, just shut the hell up. Why are you even talking?
I think that's one of the reasons why he's talking about it, because he's sitting here. That's if you listen to what he said, I thought that they was split up.
Even if they are split up, shut the hell up. Why are you talking? Like, if you didn't,
2024, ain't nobody about to sit here. This is not about, I'm not about to be attached to the biggest story on social media. And
but you did. But when it came out that he popped you didn't address it then. That's my only thing. When it came out,
Marcus, this is what I'm saying. You wanted him to come out, and when at that time it was supposed to be a secret. Remy Ma never came out and said nothing about it. When they bought it, listen to him saying, you wanted him to come out and say something when, as a couple, Remy Ma and Pat Poose didn't address this. Like, they was trying to make it seem like this was almost some he say see. Nigga, you listen to Joe Budden and they never talked about this. They had Easy the Block Captain on their show before.
But that's why I'm telling you. Then why are you even talking about it now? Like, you're not getting no cool points about it. But you're not getting no cool points for it. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you didn't address it then, if you saying you on man time, if you didn't address it then, nah, he didn't hit me, he didn't do all this, whatever the case may be. They're separated. Whatever the case may be, then say that. You trying to clear up the air now? Oh, the nigga talking about he snuffed me, he did all that. Why are you clearing up? Just leave it alone.
I'm not leaving it alone if a nigga.
Why you didn't address it? Did you said the nigga on stage?
He posted. Listen to what I'm saying. He posted a Pat Poose picture. And I'm going to use that for the cover of this episode. Nigga, he posted a picture of them two on Christmas Day under a Christmas tree. What do you mean? Why am I saying something?
And he didn't say I snuffed you that day. He said this is what you're doing. She said he's addressing her about not spending time with the family and all that. That don't have nothing to do about you stuffing. Then there's no video, there's no picture, there's no nothing of you getting hit. You didn't address it when it happened. You addressing it now, saying, "Oh, well, no, you didn't snuff me. Oh, I told you to meet me here." So, dog, you shouldn't just don't even talk about it. You can talk about whatever, everything else. You don't have to talk about the whole snuffing situation because you didn't talk about it.
Listen, I hear what you're saying, but you said so. You basically saying talk about everything else, but don't talk about him getting snuffed. Everybody in the comment section saying, "Nigga, we don't care about the rest of the story. Tell us what happened when he dropped you."
But you should have told it when it happened. When everybody was talking about it, then you should have said something. People were talking about it. It was on social media.
Listen to what I'm saying. Yes, listen again. When you stepped out for a second, like I said, yeah, the battle rap culture was talking about it.
But it was also I'm not. I don't listen. I don't even know shit about the battle culture or whatever. I remember that clip when he said something to it. You didn't address it then. Don't address it now. But you're a battle rapper, right?
Listen to what I'm saying. I hear what you're saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Let's just sit here and say if he didn't, we'll say that happened, and then Remy Ma asked him. If I'm dealing with Remy Ma, she's still the A-list celebrity in this relationship between him and her. So let's sit here and say if she asked him, "Hey, don't leave it alone, allow it to die down because I don't want to blow up." Because let's be clear, Remy Ma and Pat Poose had built their brand Since she's
off of,
off of them being couples, it's Black Love hashtag, it was a thing. So Black Love hashtag, it was a thing. So realistically, if this is the woman, let's say if he really like Remy for real, like they in a real relationship, he obviously they spent Christmas together and they took this corny goddamn Christmas picture with this weak ass tree behind them. So obviously they really like each other. So she asked him, please don't address it, let it go. You know what I'm saying? If you don't address it, it'll die down. Cool. He still never addressed it until them two brought it to the timeline.
My thing, if you're playing the role, you being him, then play your role. What are you addressing even that? That's my only thing, dog. If you say
nigga in Papoose caption, he sit here and said, hey, I didn't knock you out because you slept with my wife. I knocked you out because you shook my hand and you slept with my wife.
Right. But that's my thing too. What I'm saying is now, if you're on man time, you didn't address it then. You didn't speak up then. She told you to leave it alone, let it go. Then why are you speaking up now? Just because
he's still a battle rapper, he's still going to eventually have to battle again. You think people not going to bring this up no more?
But they bought it before then. So that's what I'm just saying. Though, why you now?
Nigga, he ain't won a battle since niggas been bringing it up because every time somebody bring it up, he can't say shit.
So you think you addressing it now is going to make it any better? You still got hit, right? You still got snuck. So you still.
I'm gonna give listen to what I'm saying. I'm gonna give my career a fighting chance. I'm not about to sit here and a nigga posting and talking about knocking me out, and everybody and their mother already been kicking my ass every time I got into a battle. I'm not about to sit here and get into it. Like,
well, then that's what
do you want me to do?
So my thing is, then you should have been got your lick back. Now that's my thing.
But again, he even said he's like, nigga, Papoose had me blocked. I'm sure them two don't run in the same circles. Because Papoose is a real rapper too. I mean, like, and not no disrespect to Papoose, but to some level, Papoose is a real rapper. He's just a battle rapper.
But you're still dealing with his
nigga.
baby.
What do that mean? I'm sure it's people who deal with somebody baby mother never met her new boyfriend. Like, what are we talking about?
No, I don't know how you do that. Especially if they sitting here stealing. That's why that's my whole thing. Is just like the whole addressing it now. If you saying you don't even see this nigga, then what are you addressing it for? Like, that's my whole thing, dog. Like, I get it. Some people saying, oh, I don't have kids. You're not putting yourself in a situation. But it's like, dog, you speaking on something that, like, dog, you seen this nigga. If you didn't sit here.
He said he ain't seen him since then.
You haven't seen him then. So then why are you addressing it then? If you ain't seen him then, so you saying you're addressing it, what is going to change? Nothing. You still got hit. So why even speak on it? There's no video. Now, if the video came out, that's a different story. The video didn't came out. You speaking on something that nobody even seen what happened.
I hear you, but this is the first time. I hear what you saying. You want a nigga to take the extreme high road to 2020, almost 2025. You want people to have way too much decorum, and it ain't gonna happen, dog. I hear what you're saying, but you asking people to do something that's very
value, dog. You value yourself, dog. Like, dog, if you gonna be the side nigga, you gonna do all this. Play your.
He ain't the side nigga no more.
So then, shut the fuck up. What you complaining about, dog? You got hit, all right. If you ain't seen the nigga since, then what are you sitting there voicing your opinion about? You still got her. She ain't going back to the nigga. So what are you talking about then?
I mean, I hear you. I hear the road you wanted to take. It sounds sweet. It sounds cool. I don't. It ain't too many.
Because okay, but so then my question to you. All right, you spoke about it. Oh well, he didn't hit me. I ain't seen him. He blocked me. So then what? Did that give you cool points? No, you still got hit.
Yeah, I mean, I hear what you saying, and you kind of I hear you. I don't know why you so hung up on that part because nigga, that wasn't even the biggest story. I was just
it ain't the biggest, but that's what I'm saying.
So what the fuck are we talking
but
about?
Then that's why I'm saying why you. If it's the case about Remy Ma,
he got fans, nigga. His fans want to hear from him. Even the same reason why his fans was in the comment section. Why he was on. This was a live clip, nigga. This was on. He was doing the joint. He was getting donations and all that. People want to ask you questions when you're on live.
But that's my thing. With all right, if it's Remy and Shorty going at it, I'm gonna just let it because. That's what I'm saying. I would have just let them go at it. I wouldn't have came in and add my 2 cents. I would just let them two go about it.
Nigga, yeah, if he didn't post my picture, I'm sure he wouldn't have said nothing if he didn't post. Nigga, he posted a picture of him and he added the nigga on there. Like, you just want a nigga that he literally posted a picture of you and Remy Ma on his page with a paragraph under the joint. And he's talking about knocking you out and telling people why he knocked you out. Like, bro, I hear you, but I don't think it's too many people out here taking that road. Like, I hear what you're saying, but it ain't too many people in 2025 is not taking that type of high road.
Right. You ain't taking that type of high road. So we go to Remy Ma, right? Mm-hmm. Remy Ma posted that, did the text messages and all this saying, this is a boxer, right? Oh, you's a bitch. You know, you hung up the phone and all that, right?
So what's worse?
No. Listen, hold up. Listen. This is my thing. But you've been quiet all this time. Whatever. When you got snuck, that was during the summertime, maybe, right? That was a while.
That was a minute ago. That was probably almost a year ago.
So that was a long time ago. You've been quiet all this time. Now he posted a picture. You spoke about the situation. Now the Remy Ma situation, I'm pretty sure it's kind of recent, right? Because that's what. So that's something that's recent. I get why you speaking on that. That is recently, but you didn't. You let a whole year go past and you didn't say nothing about it. Now you addressing it because somebody brought it up in the whole argument of going back and forth. You look more of a sucker because you didn't even talk on it. That's my only thing. Is like Remy Ma sitting there. Oh, I don't give a fuck who she is. She was a bitch. She hung up because she heard my voice. But you, you blocked me to unblock me so we can get the fair one off. Like, come on, you sound like a sucker.
I mean, I hear you. I hear you, and I'm not disagreeing with you, but I still just think realistically, you asking him to do a lot in 2024 when the man posted a picture of him on his jump. Like, I hear everything you're saying, and I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, but I still think you asking somebody to because that's almost like basically what you asking him to do is, well, you asking Carissa Shields, why you sitting? You ain't had to say nothing.
You did. You called me out my name. You called me a bitch. You said I was a bitch because I hung up.
So what's the difference?
That just happened. This happened a year ago, and you just talking about it.
So you think if your girl asks you not to speak on something, you still was gonna speak on it just because of your ego?
Am I going to? If
your girl say, "Hey, Marcus, can you just let it go? Nobody else don't know about it."
I'm not because I'm not a conversation person. Yeah, I'm gonna let it go. I'm not going to sit. But that's what I'm saying. So why are you addressing it now? If she told you let it go, then why are you addressing it now?
I let it go until he added me and posted a picture.
But he
of me
added
and
you
on the jump.
But you still let it go. You ain't gonna do that. You not. My thing is, you waited this long. You didn't see him. You didn't catch him. You didn't catch him in the street. Then let it go.
I mean, I get it. He's still a man. He still got an ego. But again, like I said, moving on, keeping it to the real, what the bigger picture was and the bigger story was. And I'm not gonna lie to you. This is probably the most press that Carissa Shields, for her to be as an elite boxer as she is, this is probably the most press she ever got. And this was almost damn near like a perfect layup for her because she do got a movie coming out on Christmas Day. It's a
that's who that's about.
Yeah, it's her junk. The boxing movie to come out. But I forgot the name of the movie. But it comes out on Christmas Day. Yeah, fire something. I can't remember what it is, but I believe the young lady name is Diamond or Destiny Diamond, I believe, or something like that. I forgot what the young lady name is to put this playing her, but she did and the crazy thing is she literally did her Breakfast Club, and I didn't watch that one, but she did her Breakfast Club interview the same day that all of this was literally taking place. So this was kind of realistically the best. Man, I'm not gonna lie, it's the best damn near rollout you could possibly ask for. Because let's be clear, like people ain't really running and talking about Remy Ma on a regular.
And that's why
they ain't a damn soul talking about Papoose.
And that's why I just said, like, I just wouldn't. That's why I said, just to me, just like it been a year since we even addressed that.
I get it, but nigga, if it's a rollout for everybody else, I'm gonna take advantage of the rollout. I hear what you're saying, but if everybody else using it as a rollout, nigga, I'm gonna take my advantage and run with the rollout as well. Why would I not? It's a rollout. So if it's a rollout for everybody, nigga, I'm gonna use this advantage. Because guess what? All of these, if we keep it in a buck, all of them are realistically probably like C-list celebrities. And some of them you probably could argue is like D-list. Like think about how big, like the sad thing is, and this is how wild the world is. This Carissa Shields is really like I'm talking like that to the point where she was trying to fight not Evander Holyfield, Muhammad Ali daughter before Muhammad Ali daughter retired. Like that nigga, that's how lit she is and how official she is when it comes to women's boxing. But this is the most press she's ever got. It's always some negative stuff. And that's why I say it's kind of almost like, damn, this was like the best press that she probably would have got for a movie. Because let's be clear, yeah, you hear the commercials on the TV and all that, but realistically, people still really wasn't talking about the movie like that. But now it was like, damn, the movie come out in 2 weeks. This is the best press she could possibly get. And that's the sad thing is the times we live in, negative press will always move 100 times faster. And this is the perfect example of that. I ain't gonna lie to you though. I kind of felt bad for Papoose because I would have been sick if my wife would have sit here and literally been spending Christmas with somebody else. And only reason why he's seeing it because he went through the text messages, and that's man. They always sit here and say if you gotta go through somebody's phone, you're gonna find what you're looking for. And both of them found what they was looking for. Now it was probably a little bit different where it's like I ain't gonna lie, Papoose was kind of a little bit out of pocket because there's no way you in a house that you and Remy share or this is her house or whatever case may be, and you fall asleep on the phone with another woman is crazy.
That's why I'm at. That's why I say I don't know how you can be.
Like you kind of lucky that she just took it straight to the internet and didn't crash out on you. I don't know. Maybe she did crash out on you on purpose. Like I mean, like that's crazy. Like just imagine you falling asleep on the phone and the phone like like y'all. But then y'all grown. Like y'all don't shit.
But then that's the thing. You talking about you giving people grace is just like, all right, well we've been separated. All right, I'm still here because I'm still paying the bills. I'm not leaving. Well, then what it is.
Yeah, that's a tough one though.
Because that's what I'm saying. Because like you said, you saying the dude couldn't, she told you to hush, but then it's like, all right, you you wilding out, you doing all this, trying to blow up the spot.
I mean, but you know that's how most people are. Most people sit here, you want your cake and eat it too. You okay with cheating on him, and you felt like he never was gonna get his lick back, and then he kind of got his lick back with like, I ain't gonna sit here and say it's a level up, but it's an equal playing field. It's not a downgrade. Like, I ain't about to make it like Carissa Shields is some downgrade from Remy Ma. Like, I mean, it probably depends on your taste of what you like in women. But let's be clear, we talked about that a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2 months ago, when whenever the last Carissa Shields fight was, and she was doing her way in, and she had that goddamn thong on, nigga, Carissa Shields got some yams on her. She got some yams and some hands. That video that they posted of her doing the little spa joint, and she had them like little tight workout shorts on. Like, nigga, Carissa Shields is old. She got some cakes back there. So let's be clear, like, this ain't no super, like, it depends, like I say, it just maybe facial structure, it depends on what you like, but both of them same complexion woman. Remy got big titties, okay, Carissa got a big ass. So it's kind of like I said, it just realistically depends on what you like. It's not no huge drop off for her, but I'm sure maybe in Remy Ma mind, maybe she felt like Papoose couldn't get nobody better than her. So that made me sit to crash out a little bit more, like, damn, oh, this nigga could get somebody, like, because I'm sure.
And she might be cooking with Kaya.
Maybe. She might be. Like, I don't necessarily know. I don't know, but I ain't gonna lie, that crash out was crazy. Like, nigga, I woke up to that, and that was like one of them days I felt like I kind of woke up early, and I seen people. I'm like, damn, this shit already crucified the time.
No, but you know, the sad part about it is when I got to work, and my girl, he's like, yeah, who you think on, you know, Remy Ma, and whole time I'm thinking he talking about shorty that fought in the Jake Paul joint.
Oh, the Spanish girl.
Yeah, I didn't know. You know, when he's like, oh shit, boxing, I'm like, oh shit, for real? Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't keep up, you know what I'm saying?
But with women's boxing for sure.
But he was just saying, I'm like, oh damn, she about to, you know, I didn't know that's what was going on until I looked at my timeline and I was like, oh shit, that's who, you know, he did. And like I said, I mean, she's not the prettiest of the prettiest.
I think it just depends on when you see her, because I done seen her sometimes when
a lot of joints I didn't see, she looked a little rough.
I mean, she a boxer. I mean, but I
But that's what I'm saying. So she ain't the
I've
prettiest.
seen her I've seen some pictures and some interviews that she done done when she kind of like you wouldn't even know it was her. Like I forgot it's a group of women who got a podcast in Atlanta, and they interviewed her, and she just like, look, she looked decent. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, I'm not even gonna say she looked decent. She looked good in that interview because I didn't even know it was her. I get it. I see it's trust and believe. I'm sure realistically for the average person, you can probably find more pictures of her or more videos of her looking rough than you can find in her looking good if you're trying to compare her to Remy, because Remy kind of then glowed up a lot since old Remy Ma. So I mean,
so can we play the situation? If you was Remy Ma, right, and that was let's Tank, are you gonna carry the same way Remy?
I think Remy Ma's just a crash out, so yeah, I don't think she cares.
No, but I'm asking you, if that's the situation, like your girl, you went through the, you know what I'm saying, like you seen
I think it depends. If I'm already cheating, no. Now, if I wasn't cheating already, like let's just sit here and say if it was reversed and I wasn't cheating and I was being faithful in a relationship, and then I see you cheating on me with Tank, I mean, of course your ego gonna get the best of you. You're not gonna care, nigga. We seen T.I. crash out with Tiny over Floyd Mayweather. Nigga, it's Floyd Mayweather. So it's like, I mean, I think if you actually love somebody to crash out there, you ain't gonna care who it is.
Okay.
So I don't think that kind of make it like I'm gonna back down because it's this person. Like, yeah, if you really love somebody, I don't think you care. And you talking about you love somebody and you got kids. We literally seen the male version of this. You seen T.I. in real life in living color crash out on Floyd Mayweather. So I mean, it's possible for it to happen. And while we talking about Floyd Mayweather, we can kind of move on. Don't got to drag that one out too much more. Floyd Mayweather was somewhere in Europe and he was doing some shopping, and
he's still out Dubai.
No, he was in Europe. He wasn't. This wasn't in Dubai. This was in Europe.
I mean, because I was wondering he back.
And he was trying to purchase, I guess, some jewelry, and one of the jewelers in the jewelry district that he was in. And of course, you know, it was something, I guess, with the Palestine and Israel thing. Y'all know I don't talk about none of that stuff because I don't know nothing about it. All I just know is Floyd, I believe he kind of has publicly showed his support for Israel, and the people there wasn't rocking for it. And they was calling him out his name, was trying to like go at him, and you can hear people in the joint like arguing, trying to swing punches on him. And the security guard kind of just blocked it off. You seen, of course, Mayweather's Mayweather, so he didn't. He made sure them security guards had to work. It took them a minute to get him in that car. He did not. Floyd Mayweather was not fearing for his life or running or acting like he was backing down. Like, of course, if you seen some of the headlines, it made it seem like somebody put hands. Man, let's be serious. Like, niggas did not put their hand, especially not no random nigga who making no jewelry or no protesters putting their hands on Floyd Mayweather. Sometimes we gotta be a little bit more serious with that one. But they put him in the car. The security guards in that, I mean, the security guards did their job, and Floyd Mayweather, I mean, he's still a man. He still got an ego. He wasn't backing down from that. It kind of just made me sometimes where I'm like, because you in one of those other countries, I feel like Floyd, you kind of was just, I mean, you still Floyd, I guess, but that was kind of testing it. Like, if you know people feel some type of way about you, and that in those countries, you kind of can't even really move with no type of real weapons or nothing to protect yourself because it's like illegal to have guns over there, and they really be on there stabbing people stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you, Floyd kind of, he cut that one a little bit close. That could have realistically went a completely different way. I'm sure in his mind, he probably feel like it really can't go no way, because I mean, his security guards is like, them niggas damn near the size of trucks. So I mean, you kind of good money with that one, but it was still like, that was a little bit too much, too risky for my energy. And I guess why we talking about things that rich people shouldn't probably be really getting into, and it was kind of like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Jamie Foxx, people, if you have not, and of course Jamie Foxx, before the Remy Ma Hunt stuff, I feel like Jamie Foxx also had the internet kind of like 50-50. So Jamie Foxx did put out a Netflix special, and of course they have changed what they called it, because at first it was labeled under as a comedy. Now they calling it, I believe it's like more saying it's like a tearjerker, and which it is. And let's be clear, I'm not one of those people who didn't laugh. I laughed. There were certain parts of the joke I was laughing like shit. Like when he was doing the Donald Trump impressions, when he was doing the Cat Williams, like he did that. He smoked the Donald Trump joke. He smoked the Cat Williams joke. Of course he did a Mike Tyson one, because that's his easy bag. But that Cat Williams and that Donald Trump, his impersonation of both of them was on point. I think for most people, because if you're going into it just as a comedy special, I understand why you'll be like, oh, I didn't like it. But if you kind of just went into it like, and maybe because even for me, I don't even think I've seen the old Jamie Foxx jump, but dog, some of that shit probably was like 25 years ago. Like my expectations for I'm not holding my comedy expectations for nobody from something that I seen them do 25 years ago. Like if Eddie Murphy sit here and said, hey, I'm going to do a stand-up jump tomorrow, I'm not holding Eddie Murphy to Raw or Delirious. Like, bro, that was 30-something years ago. I'm not going, it's no way in hell I'm going to think Eddie Murphy is supposed to be as raw or as delirious as he was 30 years ago. No, he wasn't. One, he wasn't as rich as he was then. So his jokes is going to be way edgier back then than they were right now. So I do think Jamie Foxx, it was more almost like it was damn near like a victory lap for himself, where he even reminded people, he played, of course, what's the jump with Slow Jams with him and Kanye, and then of course he played what's the jump with him and was T.I. or T-Pain, one of them. He played all of them. He reminded people, his body's a work of what he done, but he also at the same time was just reliving what happened. He was telling the story because people wanted to know what happened. Nobody never really knew what happened, so I appreciated what it was. But again, like I said, with all that being said, Jamie Foxx had a birthday over the weekend, and he was celebrating his birthday at Mr. Child's at a restaurant. And somebody threw some glass and it literally threw a glass. I'm assuming it was probably like a cup. It was a glass cup. Threw a glass cup at him and hit him in the mouth to the point where he had to get stitches. And that to me is just like, bro, you're rich. You are Jamie Foxx. How the hell are you getting into an argument with who to the point where they throwing a glass at you at a restaurant on your birthday? Like that to me is crazy. Like I hope that ain't I hope it was a woman and not just some like you and some nigga was arguing like that, because that was kind of like, that to me seemed like something that a woman would do. That shit almost seemed like some Love and Hip Hop shit for real. Like you sit here talking about somebody threw a joint, and they probably was across the room or at least some distance to the point where they threw it with that type of velocity and it hit you and really still had that type of steam. Like I'm sure it wasn't somebody right up on you at your, because they would have said a guest that was with him if they was that close. But it was still to me like, damn, who you getting into? Like you Jamie Foxx. Like you just dropped the Netflix special and it's your birthday. Like, and you old. Like you old and you rich and you just literally dropped the Netflix special that everybody and their mother talking about. Like, who are you arguing with on your birthday? Like that kind of seemed crazy to me. But I guess
so they saying it was an altercation, then that's when the cup got thrown, or they just saying it was an altercation going in the throat?
They was basically saying that he was in an altercation.
And then
somebody threw a glass at him.
Oh, man, that could have been a worker or
Nah, if it was a worker, I'm sure he'd have been talking about a lawsuit in his joint and all.
But you don't know. You didn't see where it came from.
I mean, you ain't see where it came from, but ain't no way. I don't think you just about to let that. Nah, dog.
You don't know where it came from. So that's what I'm saying. You just said it was an altercation and a glass got thrown. You, like you said, it can't be nobody at your party. So if you don't know where the glass could have just got thrown and broken and it hit you. It's not necessarily you got hit, like the glass hit you in the head. Right?
I don't know. That's a rough one, dog. For some glass that hit you real live in your mouth, dog.
Right. If you're in an altercation, you sitting there talking, somebody
No,
could just
but
hit the
just a man-
glass.
no, but
Somebody
just
could
a-
just hit. Somebody could just hit. Let's just say the waiter come past, you just hit it, and the glass broke, and then it hit you in your mouth.
No, let's be
So
clear.
that's
No,
what
so that's what I'm saying. I think if it was an accident and it happened, I don't think nobody would report it.
So that's what I'm. That's my thing. So did they actually see somebody throw the glass? That's what I'm saying. You just saying he.
It said somebody threw the head. When I googled it yesterday, when I seen the jump before when I googled
It said somebody
and
threw.
and somebody said they threw glass at Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
And to me, that just sounded like he probably was getting into an argument with a woman. That's
Yeah,
the only thing I
that's
would
what I'm
think
saying.
it
When you that's what I said when you say, "Well, I hope it's nobody in your party or whatever the case." That's why I'm just thinking, all right, well, maybe whatever the case may be, altercation broke out and the shit broke and it got it hit him.
Yeah, I'm sure realistically, I'm hoping that it was a woman. If somebody throwing some glass at you, I hope it was a woman because it wasn't like that. Just don't sound like something that a man would do. Hopefully it was a woman. But while we talking about altercations and we talking about drinks and stuff like that, James Harden is basically looking like he's about to get hit with a lawsuit. And James Harden, realistically, I'm sure if you don't travel to Houston, you may not be familiar with how popular that restaurant that 13 is in Houston. Like James Harden, low key got probably one of the most popular restaurants in Houston. Like anybody I know who go to Houston just to visit, they go to James Harden Jones. So his restaurant is extremely super lit. Like if you know people who travel to Houston a lot, I'm sure that they've been to James Harden Jones at least once, if not multiple times. So I mean, I'm gonna play this clip real quick from the news that's talking about this.
Is a lawsuit against James Harden's restaurant group involving a deadly car accident that killed 7 people. Lawsuit claims the driver, Christian Daniel Herrera, was overserved alcohol at 13. That's the NBA star's Midtown restaurant, James Harden. Police say Herrera, who also died in the crash, had a blood alcohol level nearly twice the legal limit. Court documents revealed the lawsuit was filed by Taylor Jackson's family. She was critically injured in the crash and died in April, bringing the death toll to 7. The other crash victims included 3 former U of H football players, including NFL player DJ Hayden. In the last half hour, we received a statement from 13, saying in part they offer their deepest sympathies to Taylor Jackson's family. They go on to say they were just made aware of the lawsuit and will make a more formal statement as soon as possible. Afternoon is a lawsuit against James Harden's restaurant group involving a deadly car accident that killed 7 people. Lawsuit claims the driver, Christian Daniel Herrera, was overserved alcohol at 13. That's the NBA star's Midtown restaurant, James Harden. Police say Herrera, who also died in the crash, had a blood alcohol level nearly twice the legal limit. Court documents revealed the lawsuit was filed by Taylor Jackson's family. She was critically injured in the crash and died in April, bringing the death toll to 7. The other crash victims included 3 former U of H football players, including NFL player DJ Hayden. In the last half hour, we received a statement from 13, saying in part they offer their deepest sympathies to Taylor Jackson's family. They go on to say they were just made aware of the lawsuit and will make a more formal statement as soon as possible.
I'm confused. So you suing him because they overserved you?
So basically, I mean, I've heard that happen before at restaurants, but I think that's kind of crazy. Like, so basically they're suing him because they basically sitting here saying, did they served the dude, whoever was in the accident, too many drinks? Like you didn't stop him, like you didn't cut him off, like you supposed to know his limit. Like I don't know how they even judge that. But you would have heard. I mean, people. Let's be clear. Bars and stuff have got sued for that before.
No.
What was the girl that got She remember back in the day here at Love when that girl. I think she kill a I can't. That was it a police officer? I can't remember, but I want to say a girl from sued Love before because that happened. I want to say a girl was drinking and driving and she was leaving Club Love. And I think at that time, was it called Love or was it called Dream? I think that's one of the reasons why they had to change the name before.
That can sound right, but you trying to. My only thing is when you saying the over drinking or the over serving, it's just like, all right, you pay for this, right? You asked for more. Like I get it if you just only had one drink.
But I mean, I get. Let's just kind of.
That's what I'm saying. So if you bought more than one drink, then that's on that's on you.
You can't say it's on you because let's be clear. Some restaurants and let's say bars. Let's just use bars for example. Like some,
but
bars,
it's not a bar. This is a restaurant.
I mean, it's a restaurant, but I think sometimes you can't. They don't serve you, but so many drinks at a time. Like sometimes.
Right. So that's my only thing. I cannot overserve. If you're buying those drinks, if you bought 5 shots and you took all those shots, You can't sit here and say the bar.
I hear what you're saying. So you sit here, you can't blame it on the bartender. They buy 5 shots, but most of the time, I think I don't know all bars. I don't know the rules. I don't know.
Yeah,
the
I mean, no.
Sometimes they won't even serve you more than 2 drinks at a time.
Yeah, so you kind of pay attention to certain things. That's what I'm saying. So I that's why I say I don't get the whole you overserved me. If you pay for those, or if you got those drinks, you know what I'm saying? How can I overserve you if that's what you paid for? Like, I get it. If I gave you this cup right now and it's full with nothing but liquor, but you didn't ask for that. You asked for a shot.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Listen to what I'm saying. I agree with what you're saying, because I do think that does get tricky, because what would be the difference between if I was at a section and this section, you can't even get this section if you got to buy a certain amount of bottles. Yeah. And what if I don't share the bottle? Like, I ain't bringing
I'm drinking all by myself
or nothing. I'm taking all the bottles to the face. Yeah. How would you know? Because realistically, I couldn't even get this table if I don't buy. And let's say if it's a popping club or something, or a popping lounge, and you got it's a 3 bottle minimum just to get this table. So I mean, of course, most of the time, realistically, for most people, they never come into the table by themselves. But what say if the person was?
Yeah. And that's why I'm just like, how can you sit here and charge a restaurant for over serving you if you pay for it? That's what I'm saying. Now, if you just bought one drink and that happened, then I get it. But if you bought multiple drinks, then how can you sit here and say I'm suing you for over serving me?
Yeah, I don't necessarily know how that one work. I'm with you. I ain't necessarily. I'm not.
And I mean, anybody out here who work on the boss, let us know. We wrong.
Yeah, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not disagreeing with you with that one. Is it a clip behind this one? Oh, yeah. So for people who don't know, I mean, of course, the young man. It was a clip, because I remember sitting here writing on the Jones like, this nigga sound sweet as hell. Where was his Jones? Oh, I gotta know. Yeah, before. Oh, no. But anyway, I'm about to play. I want to play the I want to play the clip of I have to play this joint. The dude who got basically sentenced to 26 years to 65 years, I believe. Oh yeah. So the young man. Let's go back a minute. Maybe this. I want to say this happened like right after the Cat Williams interview. I want to say almost literally, because I felt like that was like the big story right after Cat Williams. So after the Cat Williams Shannon Sharpe interview probably started to really do his numbers, or whatever the case may be, it was a video that was going viral of a young man who was in a Nevada in a courtroom. The judge was sentencing him, and I want to say at that time, I think he was only going to get sentenced to maybe like 2 years for whatever violation he had. And he lunched out, and he literally jumped over the judge's table, or whatever you call that jump, and lunged at the judge and attacked her. He attacked her. I believe he hit the bailiff as well. So of course he eventually had to come back to get sentenced. So his sentence was the judge would end up giving him anywhere from 26 to 65 years. And of course, it was endless people on social media saying that was too much. And I want to play the clip, because when I heard the nigga start talking, I'm like, holy shit, this nigga, I ain't know he sound like Saucy Santana.
First, he wants to address the court. Miss Judge Susan H. Johnson, I don't understand why the state is like really going after my character. I mean, I always had problems since I was a little kid of like psychosis and being in big crowds, and always feel like my life is in danger. I didn't know, being a young person, even in middle school, elementary school, knowing that like I fear for my safety. I'm just being me, going to school, growing up, trying to do the right things. I never get tired of trying to do the right things. The state just said that I have no remorse. Like, I feel like Judge Johnson, she doesn't know me. I understand she's doing her job. I'm not mad at her for that, but I know that I'm not a bad person. And I'm thinking, like, even she knows that, but I'm sitting here like she's first. He wants to address her job, And I believe that you all know that I'm not a bad person. I'm not an evil person. When I came to court on January 3rd, 2024, I was listening to music. I was in a good mood. I had a stable place to stay. I was trying to get a job. I did not catch any new charges. I'm not a bad person. I don't understand why the state is trying to prove me as a bad person. I understand they have a job to do, but this is just, it's not right to me, I'm not an evil guy, and I just keep going after me. I see spirits, I hear voices. I've been going through this for over a decade now, really since 2012, And I just feel.
Bro, this nigga is one of this. I'm not gonna lie. You have to hear it ain't as bad as watching it and hearing it, bro. This man was. everything you think about when a gay man is talking to you and he trying to read you, nigga, he was doing all that from the neck moving, the shoulders, and all of it. He was literally, nigga, giving his inner Saucy Santana. I don't even care about none of that. It was just funny to hear that because it was like, maybe it was that maybe me just being a little stereotypical, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't think a gay man jumped at that judge like that. That never went across my mind that this was a gay man until I actually heard him talking in the way he was moving. But ain't nobody trying to hear that. And that's one of the things I hate when people kind of run to the mental health shit. Like, people always try to run to the mental health thing after you done already done something crazy. Like, bro, I ain't trying. You didn't have no mental health issues and you knew, dog, did you see how much he cleared that hold up? Right. Think about how high the judge's bench is off of the ground. Like, nigga, that nigga got ups. Let's be clear. He got bunnies for real. So for him to be able to clean the whole entire joint, like his legs or not, he literally cleaned the whole entire joint and fell on top of her. So think about going the way he cleared that whole judge's table, to clear that joint and the real life just literally land on her. Like, bro, I hear you and I understand. I see people, oh, this is what I'm talking about. They too hard on us with the door. You cannot sit here, because if that was your mother, your grandmother, or somebody, and they was that judge, you wouldn't feel like that 25 to 65. Of course, he probably ain't gonna do the 65. But if he do a dub, I wouldn't care. Like, if that was my mother, you would trust and believe. And this is what I'm telling y'all. And you can kind of tie that into Lil Durk. You can't tell people how to feel when it's their turn for revenge. I can't tell that lady to sit here and be like, oh, I'm going to feel sorry for him. I'm only going to give him 5 years for jumping. No, he could have killed that judge. Like, what are we talking about? That was an old-ass lady. That lady had nothing but a full gray hair like Santa Claus. Like, that she could have went completely worse than what it was. Like, let's stop what we talking about, dog. I hate every parent or person who was in there talking about, oh, that sentence is too hard. 9 times out of 10, you are them soft parenting people, and your kids be running amok and just screaming and loud and don't go to bed at fucking 9 o'clock. Like, bro, come on, dog. I'm cool. Like, he deserves every time he get. If he even got to do the whole 60, I don't care. I don't feel sorry for him, dog. Like, he shouldn't have did what he did. Like, I'm not one of them people to sit here and trying to sit here my parties for somebody. Like, nah, that one ain't gonna happen. Sorry, dog.
And not like you was in court for jaywalking.
I don't even remember what he was in court for.
Yeah, there wasn't no nothing like that.
And other news, while we talking about sassy and fragile shit, dog. I was about to say shout outs, but I'm not about to say shout outs. Matter of fact, shout outs to all the weird people who sit here and did the Drake lookalike for a 10. So they had a Drake lookalike in Toronto, bro. And it was for 10 racks. And let's be clear, I'm sure, especially during the holiday season, anybody can use an extra 10 bands. But I'm not about to sit here, dog. I'm looking at grown men like, nah. Dog.
Was he there?
They said he was the one who put up the 10 bands. I don't know if he was actually, I don't know if he was there, but I don't care. I wouldn't do it. This is what I'm talking about. Sometimes when we talk about the male ego, my male ego would not allow me to sit here and try to look like Aubrey Graham for no amount of money, dog.
But if you look like him, you wouldn't go for 10 bands?
Maybe if I actually look like him, but some of them niggas look like they tried to look like him. Like the dude who redid the clips in the hair, like you tried to look like him. Like the girl, I mean, like the girls who did it cool, like that was cool. I get it, but it still was just like, nah, dog. Like even something like
the nigga who was running around getting booked for shows and all that shit, right? Was he there?
Nah, I don't think he's from Toronto. I think he's like from
that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. Like
he might. Let me see. Look at this picture again. Nah, dog. Like some of these niggas, like.
But if I resemble the nigga, it's only 10K.
No, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I understand. If you actually resemble him, I get what you listen to what I'm saying. I get what you're saying, but the same thing, you still had to sign up for this. Like, I don't necessarily my male ego. I listen to a free 10 racks. I'm just not listening to what I'm saying. I ain't making it like I'm above getting a free 10 bands. I can use a free 10 bands right now. But if you sit here saying I got to sign up and people gonna record me trying to be like Drake, like they was playing music, niggas had to get their walk together and all that, bro. That's a lot, dog.
But I'm not mad at you.
Like, man, that's almost close to saying, would you do something gay for 10 bands, dog? I ain't gonna hold you. Like, that's damn near close. Like, that's knocking on the door saying, hey, would you do something a little bit strange for a piece of change?
I'm not mad at you for doing what you gotta do, right? It's more so, like, that's why I'm just like, was Drake there hosting this? Like, that's what my more.
So what's that? Does that make it better or does that make it worse? If he was there.
On their behalf of you doing it? Yeah. Nah, cause see, that's my thing. Like, dog, all right, like you said, it's this time of your dog. It's just like if it's a Halloween costume competition or Christmas ugly sweater competition. I'm not.
No,
that's what I'm saying. No,
saying like that. I'm sure that they had to put out a flyer for this because niggas didn't have them little Borettes in their car. So I'm sure this was
probably. If you saw that flyer and you'd be like, "Oh damn, shit! Oh, I can win." Like that's what I'm saying. Like if you saw the flyer and they said, "Oh, we about to have," because that's just like if it's battle rapping. Right, we having a competition for 10,000. Like, oh, I know I can win this.
I get it, but so you telling me you'll be cool with like, say, maybe if you actually look like him, but I couldn't imagine sitting here saying, "Damn, I'm about to go get this haircut. I'm about to get the heart put back in my head because the niggas be saying I look
That's
like
what I'm
Drake."
saying.
But what if you don't win? So this is what I'm saying. Okay, cool. All of that sounds great if you win, but what if you don't win now? If you don't win the 10 bands, you still got to dog.
No.
If you win the 10, it's cool. It sounds amazing if you win the 10, but if you don't win the 10,
that's why
you look nuts.
That's what I'm saying.
And now you're on social media looking like a
and that's what I'm saying. So if it was you look nothing like Drake. No shades like that. No close to Drake. But if you sit here and put the makeup on and got all this, then yes, I'm judging you. But if you saying somebody who, all right, damn, dog, you could pass for Drake. If I just walked past you, I didn't. Took a quick glance.
Listen to what I'm saying. All of that sounds cool if you win. If you don't win, and now you win it, and now you just on social media flying around and everybody like, oh, you was in the contest trying to look like Drake.
Yeah, but if somebody already told you before, oh, damn, you look like Drake, I'm not mad at you. Because that was the 10 bands that you could have won. But if you went out your way, like, oh, damn, I got to put this makeup on, or I got to get this outfit, like you trying to, like, nah.
So what about the dude who had the Borettes? He went out his way to look like that.
No, them Borettes, you ain't spend that much money on them Borettes. That was a costume, right? There wasn't a costume for Fashion Nova or some shit like that.
I mean, I guess. I mean, like I said, I hear you. If you say you cool with the 10 racks, then cool. Why we in other stuff just talking about crazy, weird stuff that happened? Shout out to Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish was performing and somebody hit her in the face. Crazy. It looked like with a pair of tennis shoes. She was on the stage, sitting Indian style performing, and somebody, I'm talking about, hit her clean. Like that shit was damn near like a pitcher or a quarterback threw that jump right at her and hit her square in the face. Like, that's a tough one, dog. Like, I don't necessarily, like, let's be clear. We seen it when it happened to Ari, when somebody threw a water bottle on the stage or whatever, but that shoe and a water bottle was completely different. Like, that shoe, he looked like it hurt when they hit her in the face. And that's what I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to make you, like, I mean, I'm sure Billie Eilish get a crazy bag to go on tour, but that shit going to make you think twice sometimes about where you do shows at or the size of the venues you do. It's going to make you think or rethink a lot of stuff, dog.
Is that an actual clip of it? Playing?
Yeah.
Because somebody, no, I just seen one joint, they said she farted or something like that.
No, what you mean farted? Nigga, she got hit in the face with a shoe.
No, they was saying like that. I think somebody said they was mad like she fought. It was something. That's what I said. I didn't actually watch the clip. That's why I was just watching.
Oh, no, nigga. She got hit like dead in the face with a shoe. Like, nigga, that wasn't no oops or nothing. Like, she real live really got hit in the face with a shoe. As a matter of fact, why we just in other little just miscellaneous. Oh, matter of fact, I gotta get to this next. But this ain't even on miscellaneous news. This one right here is something that kind of I've seen and it was floating around. And of course, it was P&B Rock's first baby moms and kid. And they were going back and forth where, and I'm gonna play the clips of it. But it was P&B, it was his first baby moms and the kid. And the very first video that went viral was her sitting here saying if she was there, that wouldn't, if the day he got shot, if she was there, that wouldn't have happened. So she had her little remarks, and that was kind of, I was like, all right, she kind of ugly. I can understand the hate almost towards it as well. Like, I understand there was a little bit of hate with it. So it was kind of just like, I hear her, but I can tell there was a lot of hate because the other baby mother looks 100 times better. But then it was like, bro, she brought her daughter into it. I'm like, bro, this is a little girl. Like, why is this little girl got anything to say
talking about?
Do with it? So
this is what she like. This is what she did, y'all. She like, oh my god, like a little chicken. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. You was so jealous of Rock and Milan buying. It don't make no sense. You calling people while that man sleep and stuff like that. Calling people and stuff. Yeah, doing the most. You doing too much at this point. I don't know why you keep faking online and doing all that. Soon as you get back on IG, because that man made you deactivate your IG. The day you went back on IG was the day he got killed. Now stop playing with me, Stephanie. Stop playing. Why you lied to me and Milan and his mom and said you ain't had your phone. You ain't had your phone with you the whole time. That's why you ain't call and say he was shot and all this stuff happened. Your phone was right there the whole time. You sitting there looking like a damn statue. You ain't even try. And why you had no blood on your body. Did y'all think of it? No blood on your body. Why she kept asking, is he dead? Is he dead? Is he dead? Is he dead? Why you keep asking it? Why you asking? Not a drop of blood on your body. Listen. You ain't even try to help you. Trying to be cute, walking out, trying to be cute, girl, you doing too much. Right. Seriously. What are you talking about? You was so This is what she doing. Like, this is what she did, y'all. She like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like a little chicken. I don't know what. She checked her hat, and mind you, she was looking cute from head to toe. She had them little cross jeans on with the black crosses. She had on that bucket. Her hair was straight. She like, why is your like not a drop of blood on you? Your hair should be fucked up. Oh my God. Oh my God. What's going on?
All right, so real quick, before I play her sister's response to that, bro, that's an 11-year-old. Like, that's my point when I'm talking about how people just allow their kids to do too much. Like, there's no way in hell, like, this is an 11-year-old talking to a grown-up, and then at the same time, that's still your sibling's mother that you talking about. You still lost your dad. Like, dog, she was there. Like, you can't.
But you also got to think about what she's saying is just like, dog, you didn't do nothing to save him or even.
But what was she realistically supposed to do? Like, both of y'all, y'all all from, let's say y'all all from Philly. This happened in California. What was she supposed to do?
What from what they just said is, you said you didn't have your phone, but you did have your phone. You didn't call us, you didn't contact us.
No, but I think what they missing is she got took by the police right when we played the clip. What was that, a couple of weeks ago when we played the clip of when the news reporters was redoing it? She was locked up. She didn't have her phone on. How was she gonna have her phone if she was back in the interrogation zone? The police had to come and tell her he died. He didn't die on the scene. He got shot, but he wasn't dead right then and there. But you got to think about it. The people who shot him left. So they left. She was the only person there. And originally, because of social media, sitting here saying, oh, she had something to do with it, she set him up. She was the only person that got locked up and took into interrogation. And they was questioning her and trying to make it like she had something to do with it. What are we talking about? She didn't have her phone. How was she going to have her phone? She was in interrogation.
That
she was. So listen, what you saying? She was supposed to call the baby moms and his daughter.
Because she said you lied to the mother too.
Who? But listen to what I'm saying. Why was she supposed to call anybody else besides 911 when it happened?
But did she call? That's not no. That's my only thing. If you said you didn't have your phone, but you did have your phone because you tweeted or whatever you did, you posted the location or whatever, you did have your phone. That part. That's what I'm saying. That, like, if something happens, right, you gotta, all right, I need to contact somebody, right? You can't just, all right, call 911, but you still need to contact his peoples, right?
Why?
Huh? What you mean? Why? Well, I mean, okay,
because at that moment she didn't know he was dead. So why was I going to call? Was I going to call somebody and say, "Oh, he got shot"? What if he would have survived? He could have called.
I mean, but even if you did, you got to let somebody know what's going on.
You're asking a girl to do a lot and just watch somebody get shot, dog. What are we talking about? This ain't a car accident. It's not like, oh, we were just in a car accident. You asking somebody, she literally just watched her baby father get gunned down at a Roscoe's, and you were expecting her to pick up the phone and call anybody besides 911. What are we talking about? Are you being serious right now?
If something happened to you right now, I'm sitting here. I'm gonna call. Mom, oh, just you're gonna contact the nurse.
I hear you. That shit is that right now. You're Monday quarterbacking it. I hear what you're saying. I think you just that's way
no. But I'm just thinking. But I'm just
if you actually right there and you have never seen this before.
But that's what I'm just though. You do have to have some line of conversation or something. Like, my only thing is, if you saying, well, no, I didn't have my phone, or I didn't think about that, then cool. That you got to understand with it. Somebody that's just like I said. If something's happened to me and well, damn, you didn't call, you didn't say nothing. They want to know, right? The kids want you. There are kids that if she's old enough to know, hey, what happened to my father? Why you didn't call? Why you didn't say anything? Right?
I hear you, but that's just you asking for a lot, though. I don't know too many women. I don't even know too many people. Fuck women. I don't know too many women or men who would sit here and be able to respond the way you trying to make it seem like she's supposed to respond after witnessing somebody get
right. But
down.
Okay, but if you didn't respond at all, that's what I'm saying. I don't know the time frame. If she didn't respond at all, she just say, "Oh, I didn't call. I didn't have my phone." Whatever happened, if we called it, if I found out on social media before I even got contacted you, right? So if I'm calling you like, what's going on?
How was she going to have her phone and she was in the damn police station, boy?
But she was booked the whole time. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Nigga, we played it on here. Pay attention,
I don't know,
nigga. I'm telling you what happened, nigga. She got booked. She got booked. She was in the police zone. The police came in and told her he was dead. He didn't die on the scene. They took him. The ambulance took him. She got picked up for a damn. They was questioning her. She in the back questioning her. They questioned her, and literally while they're doing the questioning, they come in the room and tell her she dead. She didn't have no phone on her. How she gonna call somebody? She's literally getting interrogated. She in an interrogation zone. Her baby father just got killed. They told her, no, she did not have her phone. She was not lying. It's clear as day. You can watch it on the news. It's on the fucking first, like damn near almost like a first 48 episode. They ain't got your phone back there. What are we talking about? Like you were asking somebody to do too much. There's no way in hell you no realistic person respecting or thinking somebody about the call somebody you watch somebody get gunned down.
So when do you contact him? If he's dead. So when do you contact him and let him know what happened? When do you tell him?
Nigga, how did she get herself together?
So when, okay, my question to you is, when do you contact them and let them know what happened, what transpired?
Maybe later that day or maybe the next day.
So if she didn't contact, that's what I'm looking at it as. And she didn't contact them at all, or she said, well, I didn't have my phone, or I didn't, that's what I'm looking at it as. I'm not saying right then and there you're supposed to call them, hey, he just got shot. I'm asking you if they basically saying like you didn't contact, or you didn't say, you lied and say you didn't have your phone, or whatever the case may be. So if you saying you didn't have your phone, we calling you, blowing your phone up, you don't have your phone. So when do you contact them and say what happened?
Then whenever I get myself together.
Okay.
Like whenever I get myself together, that's when I'll contact you, nigga. I'm not child. I'm not your child. I'm here with like what you are a child. Stay in it. That little girl needs to stay in a child place. But I'm gonna play the clip of her sister responding because she said the same thing.
With me and talking about my family. Come on now, Milan, you ain't had no room, baby. You ain't got no room at your mama's house. My mom wouldn't even pick her up. She would just lay down. Sometimes she would lay down on the floor. And I asked her, Mom, are you okay? She's like, sweetheart, get out. He just told me to get out. And I was really crying that day because I was confused and was with my mom. She was literally laying on the floor. She was laying on the floor. And sometimes when they go places, like my mom, my mom would like literally just she would hit me sometimes. And sometimes she would act like she was like a crackhead, literally. They would act like a crackhead and it'd be so it would be so weird. And you know how crackheads act? That's how my mom would act when she take that. Rose is really playing with me.
And that's my point. That's the same little girl sitting here talking about her mother now. The same person she in the video with. So this is the sister playing a recording when the little girl called her, to reach out to PNB Rock's other baby mom's sister to sit here and talk about her moms. So she basically sitting here, the same little girl who's dragging, again, that's why I'm saying a child needs to stay in a child place. So she on the phone talking about her mother, the same mother she in the video with. Now she's sitting here calling somebody, sitting here saying her mom's be acting like a crackhead. That's my point. Sometimes though, kids need to stay in a goddamn child place, but it is what it is. She already let her go down that rabbit hole.
Like it's not a pill, but they have different type of ones too. Like not something like he did when he got stopped. Not something like a dog, a door, or something. Like somebody stopped him, and I felt like I was so happy. And I was like, what if one day he really gets the job done by what he wants to do to me? Look, I'm not even gonna go too far into all of that because it was a lie from the jump. And I'm just showing you how much a child can lie. But at the end of the day, don't speak on my family. Don't have your child sitting beside you talking bad about my family. First of all, bitch, that was my sister's house. Whenever you get through, that was my sister's house. Rock moved in with my sister when she left that nigga and moved to Atlanta. So let's clock that shit for real, because you hoes is really playing with me. And talking about my family, come on now. Milan, you ain't had no room. Baby, you ain't got no room at your mama's house. I ain't never seen no 3-bedroom hotel room. So let's clock it for real, because I ain't got to spend nobody. Y'all want to sit and talk about some motherfucker ain't get shit from a wheel? Will you be for fucking for real? Like, it's not a pit. If anything, be real. Because what will? Why do somebody, Stephanie got his child too, Rock on the birth certificate, what do she need your signature for? Who the fuck are you? I'm asking. Because who are you? You ain't no motherfucking body that need no motherfucking. Fuck you need a signature from you for it. Bitch. He did was.
I guess probably on a bigger note, I think this is something that everybody can kind of take away from that. And of course, I know, especially if you in your 30s, even if you're in your 40s, I do think realistically, we probably push a lot of these conversations off because you really don't want to have them. They are hard conversations to have, but probably, especially if you got kids. Now, if you were single and you might feel like you ain't got nothing to leave nobody, so you kind of don't care. But I do think, especially if you have kids and you do have some savings or something going on that you can leave somebody or something that people can argue about leaving, you should probably start thinking about leaving a will or making sure that you even at least got life insurance policies on yourself and your kids will be okay, so that it won't be this type of mess because that type of stuff happens when you don't leave behind the wheel. And
now that we talking about that, I did want to ask you that because even like last week when we talked about the young man who died at the amusement park, the whole 300 million. Like, how would you feel like if you didn't get a part of that? You know what I'm saying? Like when you said, "Well, I left my family a legacy," or "I left money back."
What you mean? If you was what family member?
Like if you was a family member, but you didn't get like.
I mean, let's be clear. If you sit here saying, I don't think nobody should, one that would be foul. If you are anybody besides the mother and father and looking for money from that young man's passing is crazy.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But even like if your mother and father passed away, a type of situation where it's like, okay, you have siblings. Everybody don't get the equal, you know what I'm saying? Like how some people, like that's why I'm asking you, would you feel like when you say that the legacy, like, oh, I left them 300, so would you feel some type of way if you don't if somebody else
so if you just sit here saying like, all right, God forbid, we just kind of make
just
making a random scenario. So if you sit here saying that there were no parents and it was just siblings and
you didn't get like
and all
everybody
didn't get equal, that shit would probably drive me crazy. But then I would still feel messed up. I would be pissed if I didn't get nothing, but then I would still feel nasty as a human that you kind of arguing about money from somebody passing.
Okay, so I mean, I know because like I said, I think Royal Mall and they had somebody call in and they was talking about the young lady. She was saying that she's well off, right? Her father had a scare. They went over the wheel. But the younger sister or the other sister is left more money than the sister that's well off, though.
That one was crazy to me because if you already well off, why are you being greedy?
But
like if you know that your sister don't really got it like that, if your sister got a struggle, just for people who don't know what we're talking about, just so get a backstory. So one sister is in finances and the other sister is a school teacher. And I'm sure most people, unless you are a teacher like at a private school or something, 9 times out of 10, if it's a public school, the pay ain't the best. So if you sit here saying my sister got a public school job and I'm already well off, why am I saying?
But what if you the one that's taking care of? You've been the one that's been around. So would you like you would still feel some type of way, right?
No, because you already financially good. So it's like, why are you being greedy? And then you're being greedy about your parents passing away. It's not even past yet. So you already putting your parent in the grave. Thinking about spending the money
but that's why I say even with last week when you said, well, oh, you left a legacy. Yeah, you got this 300 million. But I'm just like, all right, that when you say, well, I don't,
nigga, 300 million is crazy, dog. That's a lot of bread.
But right, if I sit here and you got left 300 million, just like, all right, your sister got 300 and you only got a one.
Listen to Marcus, people will listen. Let's be clear. For that type of money, your family will turn into goddamn ops and enemies. If you had, let's just sit here and say, if you got 4 siblings, you, God forbid, you pass away in a freak accident, like on that amusement junk, and you had 4 siblings and y'all parents was already passed, and one of your siblings took 250 million and only left the other ones. And let's be clear, still, if they left the other ones with 25 million each, man, one of them motherfuckers may spend fucking 15 of that million to try to kill your ass because you sitting here playing with them. Like, that's crazy.
But
like,
that comes in a dynamic when you sitting here saying, what do you leave behind people? So and that's why I said, like I said, that whole situation with the whole PNBC, it's just like, I don't know what the whole dynamics is. So let's just say, like, all right, the daughter that he has with the one who was there, all right, I left them with something, but then it's her who's the oldest. I didn't leave them with nothing. So you do feel some type of way. And it's like, oh, damn, you didn't even contact us. You didn't even say, you know what I'm saying? Like that, you feel some type of way. So that's probably why she is speaking on that whole situation.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I guess to kind of just real quick, just so we ain't got to stay too much on that situation and the doc situation, to lighten up the load a little bit. I meant to play this right after we was talking about the cooking with Kaya, because I do feel like, and I think because I missed this topic last week. So of course, Javante Davis is about to file. I just know the dude nickname is Roach, and I know he is from the DC area. And women was going crazy with it. It was going viral on Twitter, and they picked it up on the Shade Room. All the women, like, they was doing their face off. I believe they did their face off at Howard University.
Yeah,
and the girls was going crazy in the comments. Everybody was just geeking and just saying all types of wild, thirsty stuff. And I do think sometimes for men, I always just kind of wonder, like, how many men just be honest and just be like, I'm one of those people where I see women geeking over a certain man, I kind of just be like, all right, cool. That makes me more motivated to get in the gym even more, because it's just realistically, it's just even your facial structure and everything changes when you lose weight. So it's just one of those things that kind of motivate me a little bit. But I see it's women who kind of really be low key, and the reason why this girl was on live stream with DDG. And I believe it was off of the conversation because, of course, he just did the live stream with Cooking with Kaya. And this girl was kind of saying, like, she ain't mad at the way girls be lusting over. I mean, how dudes be lusting over with Cooking with Kaya because her crush would be, what's this, my man, Duke Dennis.
If y'all would have went on that nigga stream, that's because y'all would have cracked. Same with you, bitch. I'll slap you. Like, if motherfuckers would have went on. No, because look. They saying what they do. Like, my thing is, this ain't Duke Dennis we talking about. I go on Duke Dennis stream, yeah, I might fuck Duke Dennis the same motherfucking night. You feel me? I might fuck that nigga, yeah, on the stream, yeah, because that's Duke Dennis. That's Duke Dennis.
Whoa.
Slow
down. You're going off topic.
I am going off topic, but I'm just saying, like, motherfuckers just be talking out their ass cheeks just clapping, bro.
Wait.
What is he talking about?
How did Duke get into this?
Because we saying, like, motherfuckers is talking like, you feel me? I'm not taking away from Deshae, but I'm saying, like, if I go on Duke Dennis stream and they be like, oh, you fuck Duke Dennis the first night, and did fuck you talking about? Y'all would have did the same shit on my mama.
Ooh.
But they trying to project what the fuck
Okay, now hold on. Let me understand. Let me.
Bro, listen to what I'm saying. I respect a woman who keep it that clean. Keep it that clean and keep it that much of a thou wow. I will always respect that because as a man, I pay attention to shit like that. When I be on the internet way too much, so I see when women are lusting over certain men, why they lusting over them. I will even go down a rabbit hole to fit. If I can't personally see it and I don't understand it, then and pause no diddy because that sound kind of gay. But I'm still gonna see. I'm gonna do my homework and I'm gonna sit here and take it like, all right, cool. You need to work out more. This is why these women find these men attractive. I know some niggas just sit here and try to be blind to it and really try to deny it. You can live in denial, and I'm just gonna live my truth and understand. You better pay attention and do your homework. And I get it. Women be going crazy over Duke Dennis, and I was happy that she said it. I guess.
But when you say that you need to work out in the gym, is it more so their looks or their body? I think
the two things go together because I think it's again pause. When you lose weight, even just when we talking about your cheekbone levels and stuff like that, like nigga, that shit go into your facial structure. Your face will change. Your face will change when you lose weight. So even like, so let's just say you may have a good ass cheekbone structure, but people can't even see it if you fat and your fucking cheeks is always swollen and your eyes look like they closed. People won't even get to see it. But if you lose some weight and that water weight come from up under your face and people can actually get to see your cheekbones, motherfuckers be like, oh damn, you got a nice cheekbone structure or whatever the case may be because you done lost the weight. So that shit, let's be clear. If you lose some, you've seen people lose weight. The perfect example, like we said, yeah, Lizzo look decent in the face, but she looks 100 times better now than she done lost all that weight.
Yeah, but no, that's why I'm just like when you said the whole face off, I'm like they had their clothes on. It wasn't like they didn't have their clothes on. It's like, well, damn, I need to get in the gym. That's why I'm just like, well,
no, listen to what I'm saying. But because you can see the pause again, no homo. You can Javante Davis got a pause again, no homo, no diddy, whatever else you need to say. He got a nice structure in his face of a man because you can see his structure of his face because he's not fat. If he was fat, you wouldn't be able to see the symmetries in the way his face is structured. You can see the way his face is structured because the nigga he probably got fucking 5% body fat.
But then it still wouldn't be like, all right, well, he take care of his skin, like the skin, you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't got all these pimples and all, you know what I'm saying?
Like it's not a woman in here, so I can't explain it. I'm not about to
I'm not. But that's what I
already do.
No, but that's what I'm just kind of like, damn, I just saw them doing a face. Like they didn't have their clothes off, and he's like, well, damn, I need to go get in the gym. Like that's what I'm just. That's what I'm saying.
But women be just as horny as men. Women can they can sexualize a man in a full sweatsuit and imagine what he looked like without it, just because off of the way his face looked. Because I'm telling you, if a nigga got that strong of a face line and they can see your jawbones that much, women can fucking sexualize you. And you seen all them women sexualizing them two niggas and they literally both of them had damn near North Face sweatsuits on. I'm not a woman, so I can't explain.
That's what I'm just like, damn, like
you have to ask.
No, I get it. Like if they was in their underwears and all that shit doing the little weigh-in, I get you like, oh, I need to get in the gym. But like them niggas had on jackets, and I'm like, well, that made you want to, I gotta get in the gym because they.
I'm just trusting believe. If you lose 20 pounds, you're gonna see it in your face. I promise you.
Okay.
In other news, and you know what's so crazy, but because of course last week when it was happening in real time with the Jay-Z back and forth thing, and I'm glad I stand firm on. Just sometimes your character means everything, and I think people, and again, I will double down on that conversation, and I feel like it was a lot of people, and I seen some people try to give me pushback, and this one girl got in my DMs, and she was like, I guarantee you that. And I almost want after this lady did her little joint on NBC or whatever case may be, I almost wanted to DM the girl back and was like, yeah, what was that all you were saying early in the week? But I just was like, cool. I know you seen it. You be on all the blogs all the time. I ain't even got to sit here and write you back. You heard what I heard, and I knew I'm older than you. So me personally, I'm going to judge people off the characteristics that they show me. And Jay-Z is one of those people. His music is very personable. His music, and the reason why his music is relatable at certain levels is because it's his character. It's who he is as a person. So you never hear, it's not, but maybe outside of Dame Dash, I don't know how many people you will ever hear question Jay-Z's characteristics as a man. So for you to kind of hear these type of allegations against him, it just raises a red flag and make people kind of squint their eyes a little bit, where it's like, this is completely out of the characteristics of who this man has, how he presented himself. Of course, none of us don't know how these people are behind closed doors, but I guess even why people can play with Drake a little bit like that, because he's just too horny. Like when niggas be too horny and you be around too many women and you dating too many women, it leaves room up for people to be kind of like, I don't know. Some of this stuff may be true. We don't know because you be too horny. But when you see a nigga like Jay-Z, he really don't be at parties. He really don't do a lot. And he don't be out a lot. He's not a real mixy person. It makes it a lot harder for people to question your morals, your integrity, and how you move as a person. Because they only can judge you off the way you present yourself. And if you present yourself as a person with high characteristics and high morals and high principles, that's kind of the way people gonna look at it. So I'm sure, and you seen how social media, that's how people kind of was riding for Jay-Z. And people who was living in the Jaguar right conspiracy theory, they was like, oh, so why y'all sit here and judge Diddy so much? Because look at the character flaws in Diddy as who he is as a man. Look at fucking Diddy and just dating Young Miami. And that's why I sit here, when I first started this off, what the first thing I sit here and say a couple minutes into the job, I'm like, bro, y'all be letting Bill Belichick get away with robbery, but hey, he white, that's their problems. I ain't got to be here to discuss it. But I still pointed it out how nasty it was. But again, for most people, if you just geeking off the money, you looked at the Diddy and Young Miami thing, didn't think twice about it. But guess what? That pattern of how Diddy date with that age gap, it's too much. It's too common. So that leaves a lot of flaw into kind of just like how he get down. So anyway, I'm gonna play this clip because they did a Joan, and unless I say nobody knew who the woman was. She was a John Doe off the rip, and after this I will get into the young men from the Duke Lacoste team, because they kind of go hand in hand with this Jay-Z thing.
Well, we are back now on an update on a high-profile case that we've been following. Jay-Z's rape accuser coming forward, but with contradictions in her account. Earlier this week, the woman accusing the music mogul of raping her when she was 13 years old spoke out exclusively to NBC News. Our Chloe Malas has the investigation and a warning. The details in this story may be disturbing.
You should always advocate for yourself and be a voice for yourself. You should never let what somebody else did run your life.
A 38-year-old mother from Alabama who has filed a lawsuit accusing Sean Diddy Combs and Jay-Z of raping her when she was 13 years old is speaking out to NBC News for the first time. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward and talk today?
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough about what I've been through, and it's been hard enough to be quiet. But it's a chapter of my life that I'd like to close.
An NBC News review of her account found inconsistencies with her allegations. She says that she went to the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000 to catch a glimpse of her favorite celebrities.
You weren't scared to be all alone?
No, with having autism is like feeling like you live your life in a shatterproof juggle ball. The world's on fire. The fire is inside the ball with you, but there's no way for you to get out.
In addition to having autism, the woman says she suffered a head injury. The night of the 2000s VMAs, she says a friend drove her from Rochester, New York to Manhattan, a more than 5-hour drive. Her attorney provided NBC News with the name of the friend who has since died. The woman says she spoke to Combs's limo driver who offered her a ride to an after party.
I stumbled upon Diddy's driver, who told me that I was exactly what Diddy was looking for.
What did you think when he said that to you?
I thought it meant that I was just pretty.
She went to a White House, she says, where she spoke to musicians Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo because, I have about his tattoo that's the Last Supper, because I have a religious background. So it was just something to talk about.
In a statement to NBC News, a representative of the Maddens confirmed that they did not attend the 2000 VMAs and that they were on tour in the Midwest at the time. At the after party, she says she had a drink that made her feel woozy. Then she says Combs and Carter took turns raping her while a female celebrity watched.
JC comes in and rapes me. He at that point I was fighting, trying to get away from him, and he put his hand over my mouth and told me to stop it, cut the.
After the alleged rape, she says she ran to a gas station where she called her father, who picked her up and drove her home.
We rode home in silence. He didn't ask me what happened. He didn't ask me what I did or where I was.
In an interview with NBC News, her father said he could not verify the claims. Quote, I felt like I would remember that, and I don't. I have a lot going on, but I mean, that's something that would definitely stick in my mind, he said. When we asked the woman about the contradictions in a phone interview on Friday, she said that she stands by her statements. I have made some mistakes, she said. Honestly, what is the clearest is what happened to me. The inconsistencies in her account of an incident alleged to have happened 24 years ago does not necessarily mean the allegations are false. The accuser's attorney, Tony Busby, said, because we have interrogated her intensely, she has even agreed to submit to a polygraph. This has been extremely distressing for her, to the point she has experienced seizures and had to seek medical treatment due to the stress. In a statement to NBC News, Sean Carter said, this incident didn't happen, and yet he filed it in court and doubled down in the press. True justice is coming. We fight from victory, not for victory.
Is any part of you scared coming out against such powerful people?
Yeah, I'm scared of what could happen, but I'm more afraid of letting it eat me alive from the inside out than I am of.
Again, and the crazy thing is, in Diddy, and that's not Diddy, but 50 Cent went on Bad. That was a Bad Boy. He went on Big Boy. He went on Big Boy in the morning, and he was basically trying to sit here. It seemed like he was almost dog whistling to the NFL. Where he was trying to make it seem like that the NFL should cut ties with Jay-Z for these allegations. And one, let's be realistic. If you watch football, you even just kind of know anything about the NFL, bro, the NFL is the last place that can take any type of moral high ground when it comes to stuff like this. Bro, I don't even want to see, because I'm not about to sit here and be no goddamn dry snitch, but just do your own Googles. Like, just Google how many NFL players got R-word allegations towards them, DV abuse allegations towards them. Bro, like, the NFL got some of the wildest, most niggas who can't keep their hands to themselves of all times in their league. This ain't like, come on, dog. Like, stop. And I just, even with 50 Cent, it's just like, bro, I get 50 Cent is a troll, and I get that what his persona is on the internet, but it's just some stuff like, bro, even whatever your beef is with Diddy and Jay-Z, but that to me was just corny. Like, for him to try to call for the NFL to do that to me was like some whole shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I couldn't respect it. Like, I lost a lot of respect.
But I don't feel like this. You're doing, but that's your image. That's what you've been doing. So you can't sit here and tuck your tail when
listen to what I'm saying, though. It's not about tuck your tail. You just didn't have to say nothing about it.
But that's been you. You've been kicking, but you've been. But that's what I'm saying. But you've been kicking. But this is the same person who didn't want you on the Super Bowl stage. So you're going to take your shots. I'm not going. Like I said, I'm not mad at you for doing it. Like, now, if you would have sit here and pulled pictures up and did all this, now then I would have been like, damn, nigga, you really ratting out here.
Nigga, he was at the NFL when he was.
Yeah, he was at it. But what I'm saying is, like, if you actually would have just pulled up, oh yeah, this the picture from that night. Like, you doing more investigation, then that's when I'm sitting there like, oh damn, like that's some fucked up shit.
I hear you. I just it's hard for me. I'm sorry, I can't respect that. Like that to me, a 50 Cent, that was corny, dog. Because Jay-Z don't beat on. He like whatever you like. Even with Diddy, like I get it. Like, period. With any of those niggas have never done publicly. We have never seen them do any of this type of stuff to you. I don't know what goes on.
None of them. I don't think nobody whoever he trolled, you never seen nobody do it, but he still trolled them because whatever beef or whatever he got. Rick Ross, what did Rick Ross do to him? He still trolls Rick Ross all the time.
Him 50 Cent and Rick Ross had real beef though. They had beef on wax. Like 50 Cent got fucking videos and pictures
But
laid
then
up.
Jay-Z had went at him on wax too. I mean on wax.
50 Cent and Jay-Z little one that I'm a dollar. What the fuck is 50 Cent? That one little bar compared to Rick Ross and 50 Cent was now you can't even compare the two. Like,
but I mean, they still have issues though. It ain't that's what I'm saying. Like, dog, if you got issues with a person or you feel some type of way about them, you like I said, 50 Cent and it is some type of a grudge, right? I don't feel like it's that.
Listen, I hear you, but I don't respect it. Like, nigga, that shit was ratting. I don't care what you talking about. Like, that shit was a form of snitching. I don't respect what 50 Cent did. That shit was ratting. Like, that was literally like you damn near took the stand on the nigga. You went on a huge platform and you basically sit here and said, hey, NFL, I know you're not going to still be in business with Jay-Z after this, are you? Like, what? Like, come on, dog. I hear what you're saying. I get it. Beef is beef, but I don't respect that. That was like a nigga getting on the stand and snitching. Like, I'm cool on that. And if you was in the streets, I don't care if you and somebody was beefing, you couldn't take the stand and rat on him just because y'all was beefing. Niggas ain't going to respect that. People still call Alpo a rat. And guess what he said? He said, oh, I ain't telling on nobody from New York, but I'll tell you about them DC niggas. People still call Alpo a rat. Like, it don't matter. You because you didn't rat on nobody from New York, that don't make you not a rat. Like, what 50 Cent did was some rat shit.
And I testified falsely against them by saying that they raped me when they didn't. And that was wrong. And I betrayed the trust of a lot of other people who believed in me. And made up a story that wasn't true because I wanted validation from people and not from God. And that was wrong. And I hope that they can forgive me.
So for people who don't know what that was or what the clip I played, and I didn't know some of the backstory on this woman, and I believe I seen when I just read this headline while I was playing the clip, they said that I think she was convicted of murder as well I believe she killed her ex-husband or something like that. But anyway, this lady in 2006 basically said here, and this was, and it was a big story. I thought it was new. The crazy thing is, for some reason, I didn't think it was that long ago because I felt like I remember that story.
No, it was definitely
like a couple of years ago for some reason. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it was just, I don't necessarily know why I thought I still heard about it. But basically in 2006, she basically said that 3 Duke Lacrosse players R-worded her. They was at a party and basically sit here and say, and she lied. And that to me, why I sit here and say, even when you tell why I wanted to play it right after the Jay-Z thing, because those two things kind of do go hand in hand, because it's so crazy how somebody.
I think her trial might not have went. She might have got sentenced later.
Okay, maybe. But just still, even just with that being said, and you saying you hope they forgive, like sometimes even if you beat some of these charges and the allegations you kind of never gonna be able to shake them. Because I hear everybody, they always bring, and I was young, I really didn't keep up with Michael Jackson at that time, but that's something that I hear a lot of people always say is because people still, even though Michael Jackson beat a lot of those allegations, and when the FBI was searching his house or whatever case may be, he never got found guilty for none of those things that people were sitting here trying to accuse him of. But it's still, even to this day of his death, Michael Jackson been dead for years, and people still attach his name to sit here making it seem like he had something to do with little kids. So it's certain sometimes.
But see, I think that's just what Michael Jackson is, because you still kept being around little kids, regardless of whether you beat the allegation. You still was putting yourself in those positions where, all right, why you keep being around these little kids? You're a grown man. Why are you still hanging around kids?
I mean,
so that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That Michael Jackson situation is I don't feel like it's the right thing to use. Because, like I said, because you was still being around them kids. That's just like, all right, if she accused them, but then you still around Duke, you still at Duke games. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's basically the same what you're saying with the whole Michael Jackson situation.
I mean, I get it, but I just still, like I said, my thing with just even tying all that together is just those allegations is so crazy how it can literally just destroy somebody's life. And it kind of just like in a rapid speed and rapid fire, and it's kind of like, damn, it's like it's just so messed up because like, dog. I mean, of course, lacrosse not NBA or NFL, but it's NBA players or players who wanted to make it to the NBA and their careers got cut short because of stuff like this. Like these allegations be ruined, especially in college, bro. It ruins a lot of college players' careers.
Yeah.
And that was even why one of them things, like when Angel Reese was interviewing Kion Anthony, that was like in Lala and when Carmelo, Lala, and Kion did a podcast together when he was saying he was going to go to Syracuse, they doubled down like, listen to what Angel told you. Like, nigga, don't allow that to be just like a clip that was on a podcast. Like, take that to heart, because a lot of athletes do go to college, and dog, that college can either make you or break you from stuff like that. Like, how you sit here and say, like, bro, this, you talking about you come clean 18 years later, bro, you know how crazy that is? Like, bro, niggas could have lost scholarships. They could have lost everything. And you sitting here telling me now it's like, nah, dog.
Man, shit, that's the same as the whole Emmett Till shit when lady just now said she lied about it.
I didn't even, and that's the crazy thing. I didn't even think that far back, but you're absolutely right. That's the whole entire story of Emmett Till. But that's so sad. I mean, of course, that's a different situation. But it's still the same situation. It's still the same situation, but it's just opposite colors. And it's just like, that's a black woman lying on. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. And you know what's so crazy? Because even when I made the video, I'm like, bro, I don't even normally feel bad for white people, but they still men. I feel bad for men who get to go through something like that, because that can happen to any man. Yeah. Perfect example. Look, it's happening to Jay-Z right now, dog. Jay-Z is Jay-Z. He's married to Beyonce, dog. Him and his wife. And you know what's so crazy? And why I really sometimes hate the internet and I hate people, dog. Blue Ivy I guess she's going to be in the new Lion King, and I believe she's going to be Mufasa's daughter or something like that. She's doing the voice over for I think Mufasa and daughter.
Who did she play in the first one? Was she in the first one? I thought.
I'm not about to sit here and lie to you. I have not seen the last Lion King I seen was the original Lion King, so I've never seen. I ain't seen none of these new ones. But anyway, still don't matter. They sit here and they went and did the movie premiere, did the red carpet, and
people say she's.
And people were sitting here trying to say, oh, he ain't no good father, because if he was a good father, he know what type of smut he got on his name right now. He should have skipped this. Like, why would he skip this? This is a huge thing for his daughter. Why would I skip this type of event for my daughter? And this is something that is just made up some BS. You want me to miss a real live moment for my daughter for something that's not real? Like, come on, dog. I'm not about to, and that's, again, when we're talking about characteristics of a human, I'm not about to allow the internet to bully me to miss something for my daughter, because now I'm going to have to sit here and try to re-explain this. I'm not doing all that. And again, like I said, the internet.
And then even that whole, why are we not going to show her identity and all that? Just hearing her voice. And like I say, I mean, of course, you know, people get older and they can change. But dog, like, so it's a white woman that you saying that
in Alabama with it's autistics.
And that's my only thing. Just like listen to that story. Is like, you from Alabama. How did you get up in New York or Buffalo, wherever you say you was at? And then you said you called your father, and your father came and got you.
Did you hear how far they said the drive was from
5 hours?
So how did he? So you said that mean you're basically listen to what you're saying. So you sitting here saying that. Listen to what you're saying. If you're saying that happened at nighttime, this is after the VMAs or whatever the case may be. So let's just sit here and say that was basically your father wouldn't have got there until damn near the next day.
Well, no, yeah,
5 hours is 5 hours.
Yeah.
Dog.
No, you're right. No, you're right.
The war's over at 10, and let's just sit here and say this happened at 12. Nigga, he ain't getting there before 5 or 6 o'clock the next day.
Capping or rap. Capping or rap.
Oh.
So why are Black girls seen as grown even before the age of 12? Dr. Martin here. When Black girls like Blue Ivy are judged for being too grown, it's not just about perception. It's about a dangerous bias that puts their lives at risk. This isn't new. Black girls are labeled as fast or too grown when they're just being kids. And that's what they are. It's called adultification bias, and it starts shockingly young. Adultification bias means that Black girls are viewed as older, less innocent, and even more sexually mature than they really are. This bias doesn't just hurt their self-esteem. It's also used as to justify violence against them. When a Black girl or woman is harmed, people will ask, what were they wearing? What did they do to provoke it? This same bias is used to justify not looking for Black girls when they go missing. You hear she probably ran away. It happens so often that nearly 40% of missing women and girls in the US are Black, even when Black girls and women only make up 14% of the population. Adultification bias strips Black girls of their innocence and their humanity. It justifies violence, neglect, and erasure, both in media and in our justice system. And we, as a society, need to work to stop letting it happen. So, how do we stop this? Here are 3 ways to make a difference when it comes to combating adultification bias against Black girls. 1, Speak up when you hear bias. Shut down comments that label Black girls as fast and too grown. 2, demand justice. Amplify stories of missing Black girls and call out media when they ignore them. 3, support Black-led organizations and groups like Black and Missing Foundation, who fight to find missing Black women and girls and bring their stories to light. Call it out and call it out immediately. It's not about whether you're making individuals uncomfortable. They should be uncomfortable with their bias and their racism and their discrimination and looking.
And the reason why I played that clip real quick was because, of course, you know, Blue Ivy had on a dress, and that started up a conversation. And I did see a clip, I believe it was Christina Milian, and she was on, I believe, the Sherry Shepherd show. And she was asking her about that because, of course, Christina Milian was an actress at a young age. And she was just asking her, you know, like, how do when people, and that kind of was like people trying to sit here and say she was too grown or this, that, and the third. And they kind of threw that on her. And I was just like, bro, I think sometimes when people look at shit, if you go into looking at something and trying to sexualize it or make it something that it is, then it kind of just be like, then that's when you get that, like, oh, she looked too grown. Why she got that dress? I'm like, bro, I didn't even look at her like that. Like, who the fuck was like, I really like, all right, cool. She's taking a picture with Jay-Z and Beyonce. That's her parents. She doing the move. Like, cool, keep it moving. Like, I'm not even analyzing her dress. And I think sometimes a lot of people, you overanalyze stuff because your mind is already somewhere sexual and you feel like, oh, if I wear this, this becomes a sexual look or is this, that, and the third. I think sometimes a lot of times that speaks more into what type of person you are. That more speaks into your characteristics and how you look at everything in a sexual manner. And the crazy thing is that wasn't a lot of men.
A lot of y'all wore worse than that at y'all prom.
But that's what I'm saying though. Even still, that's the crazy thing. There wasn't a lot of men saying this. This was women having these conversations and starting these conversations up. And that's what kind of made it a little bit like, damn, that's crazy that women even looking at her like that or even sitting here having that type of that look or that take on it. Oh man, I should. Damn, I forgot to play this early. Let me play this clip real quick to try to switch the mood up real quick.
You ain't know she did OnlyFans? Shout out to Cal Baby.
Problem. It's so crazy how many people do OnlyFans. So it's this viral couple on TikTok, and she be giving her man the food.
You ain't know she did OnlyFans? Shout out to Cal Baby.
Oh yes, bro.
That shit go crazy.
She gives her man the food,
and then she start having ass. That's not OnlyFans shit to you? You thought that they was doing that shit normally? You thought that's how they run their household?
No, I thought it was like some, okay, they do a little, but it didn't seem that explicit to me.
Yeah, you're not a real gooner, bro.
And Auntie is a eater.
Yeah, she's stat. That nigga don't really be, you know what I'm saying? But like, she's stat.
Like judging his performance.
Yeah, I'm judging the performance. But for real though, she feeding a nigga like nigga be having 3 starters on one plate. It's gonna be hard to kind of keep up with that shit.
No, for real. Because you never see him on the TikTok and shit. So then I'm like, when I went to the page, I'm like, no.
See, like, you're not a real gooner like me and Emp. See, whenever there's a bad bitch, yeah, you too. Whenever there's a bad bitch on Instagram or something, and I click, if you don't got no link in your bio, you're not real.
You know who we talking about?
Yeah, I know you
talking about. That shit go crazy.
But yeah, no, me talking about
Auntie Red Thick. I ain't gonna lie, I was on their page for a minute.
Nah, she got some shit, bro. I seen some links.
I do feel bad about them kids though.
Man, fuck them kids.
It's so crazy.
Real quick, I don't necessarily know if you've seen that video or heard one of them jumps. And I seen the video and I said at the top. And I'm not gonna lie to you, when I heard the video, it made me really question. I'm like, damn, if I was her husband, even I'm sure they're making some bread. I'm like, I was wondering, like, how much money do I really have to make for me to be okay with my wife clapping crazy like that on social media? Like, how much bread do I really got to be making? Like, that OnlyFans link got to be doing crazy numbers for me to kind of be able to allow people to sexualize my wife like that. Like, nigga, because I'm someone like, I got to play the clip just so y'all can hear it. Like, if you hear how loud this lady be clapping her ass after I'm like, oh, here you go right here, bro. Like, listen to this shit. Like, nah, dog.
Here you go, babe.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
First off, the food look like shit.
Cheese bread, a little iceberg salad. Ain't that fancy. You gotta fix it up yourself with some cheese and some spaghetti with the hot honey cheese on top. So, and you know my spaghetti gets down. You know I get down that spaghetti.
Sure.
You know how I do. Yeah, it's that time of the month.
Yeah.
What you looking at that plate like that for? Boy, I ain't got to do all that. I already got you.
It look good.
I already got you.
Okay.
Shine!
It smells a little funny.
Shine! Come on!
You gonna smell your food first too, dog. You never know.
Ooh, not you stepping back like that. Y'all so full of it.
So would you be okay with that? Could you be okay with your wife clapping like, nigga? That's kind of a lot, dog. And they got kids. That's even crazier.
That's on her OnlyFans, or that's just
No, this was on the gram, so they promote. They're like, you know how you got to make the gram a little thirsty. No, listen what I'm saying. That's how the gram is. Of course, the OnlyFans is worse than the gram.
Hey, my nigga, you got her for a reason, right? She wasn't bony. You got her for a reason. So you cannot be mad at that's how it sounds. You know that.
So you can't. So you saying you would sign up for this? You would be cool with this?
I bought there for a reason, right? She wasn't in the church. She wasn't in the choir. She is who she is, right?
I mean, I don't know her backstory.
Right. I'm pretty sure she's not no innocent, clean, whatever she's doing. Right. If that's what you're attracted to, that's what type of woman you like. You can't be mad at the attention that she brings.
No, you missed what I'm saying. I ain't saying mad, but I'm just sitting here saying the price would have to be amazing for me to tolerate my wife pouncing around on social media like this.
How did she get on it? Who put the idea? She bought it to herself.
I don't know.
See, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So if she already doing the content or whatever, and you went in there and you start talking to her, but if you saying it, you bought the idea to her, you can't be mad at it.
No, if I bought the idea, then that's damn near pimping.
So right. So but if she was doing it before, then you knew what she was already doing. That's just like if she was a stripper, you can't be mad at she still walking around her stripper heels and she look good. You can't be mad at that.
You can't be mad at it, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know if I got the stomach for it. Now, let's be clear. Now, if the OnlyFans was clean, like maybe 100 bands a month, then I could probably stomach it. If I don't gotta work, if I could be a kept husband, like you sit here saying, I don't have to do nothing but just be here, just bring my meat to the party, and you can pay.
All right, now here you go. You saying because she bring 100,000 for OnlyFans. So now that you bring that up, let's talk about the lady who had sex with 100 niggas. Or whatever. So that's my question. So if that was bringing in, she had sex with 100 niggas in 24 hours, that bring home 100 bands. You okay with that?
Nah, that's OD. That's ridiculous. It's a difference between selling fantasy via online and you getting cracked by 100. Listen to what I'm saying.
So that's why
listen to the girl getting cracked by 100 dudes. She is just as bad as the dude who was number 101, the dude who was number 80, 89, 85, 90, 91, whoever, anybody after number 5, dog, is nuts.
I would say 10.
Okay, let's say 10.
I would say 10. I would say 10. Like, no. That's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would have to be, if I'm not number one, and nothing I can't
10
go.
10 is still tough.
No, number 10 is still tough. And that's why, because like I said, and it's kind of crazy because I had a conversation with my coworker, an older white guy too, and we was talking about it, and he was just like, well, what number would you? And I was like, well, something like that. I have to get paid to be. Like, I can't just be sitting there waiting for, like,
you ain't getting paid. You just must say she's
I wouldn't have did it. I wouldn't have did it.
Let's just say if she's lit.
I still wouldn't have did it. If I'm not number one, I'm not doing it.
Oh, you crazy. No. And so let's just sit here and say if it was somebody you was
let's just say let's just put a name on this, say it's Bernice. Okay. No, I'm not doing it. If I'm not number one, no.
If this is Bernice and listen to what I'm saying. And she told everybody they at least get, I think what she said, at least 3 minutes. Everybody at least get 3 minutes.
You're a wild nigga.
I can
go 10.
I can go 10 for Bernice. I can go number 10 as Bernice.
Oh, you just saying 10, but after that.
Yeah, I'm not going after 10. That's crazy. Anything after 10. But listen, what I'm saying, I would be number 10 for Bernice for free. She wouldn't have to pay me.
Okay.
But anything after 10 is ridiculous.
Yeah.
10 is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, realistically, if I can have it my way, I'm with you. I kind of want to be number 1, 2, or 3. Anything after 3 to me is kind of nuts.
No, and that's what I said.
And that's more 3 to me. Realistically, if you're a popular dude and you look from like a popular neighborhood, and you probably have been number. If you have never been number 3, you've been in the room and it's been 2 or whatever, and y'all doing y'all thing, and it may be just a group of people. So cool. That's kind of more. All right, that's kind of more realistic. Like, that didn't probably happen before. 2 or 3 other people, especially if y'all young and we'd have been in a Motel 6 before, and it's just a bunch of niggas. You might not be swatching, but you still, okay, you in the room, so that's cool. But you sitting here saying being number 10 is ridiculous, dog. And you talking about anything after 10 is insanity. Like, you real life might have some type of mental illness, especially if you was number 90. Man, what the? No, you know how long you gotta wait?
How do you? No, that's what I'm saying. That shit just. That's why I say.
And then when it get to you, like, where's your brain at? Like, dog,
Like,
you can
no,
listen to what I'm
I'm
saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm
That's
not.
a mental illness that you sit here telling me as a screw her. Like, she is already off the hook. I'm not even mad at her because if this is how she gonna get her clout up and whatever she doing, cool, respect it. I'm not knocking the hustle. I'm talking about the men in line.
Yeah.
Because the men in line to me is worse than her because she's building,
Yeah,
she's
you're
building up a
absolutely
rep
right.
and she getting paid. This is on her page. This
Yeah.
so she's
No, you're
she's
absolutely
reaping
right.
all the benefits of it. So for realistically, if she's okay with slutting herself out for a bag, I'm not mad at her. But the dudes who sit here waiting
Like, you
in
just
line
stand in
for
line.
this,
Oh, I can't wait to get next. Like,
nigga, you waiting in line.
Wow.
So this is what I'm saying. That's my whole point. Like, you sit here waiting. How do you again? One, how did you waited in line like this was a pair of Jordans? And then how do you even get up when you if you number 80? Because nigga, that shit took a minute. She told me this shit 24 hours. So how did you wait around and when it come when your number was called up, how was you ready to go?
if you give me a notification, like, oh, your turn is next, then fine. But if you talking about I'm standing in line, and you said no, that's what I'm saying. But if you tell me I'm just standing in line with a bunch of niggas just waiting, I've been in sneaker lines and just sitting here waiting to go up to the front register to fucking buy. Dog, no, hell no.
But again, but this is what I'm saying. So then that's what I'm saying. So then when they say it's your go, it's not because she only giving you only got 3 minutes. So that means you can't kiss, you can't do nothing. She ain't giving you no head or nothing. So how do you just off the man? It's no way in hell I'm gonna be that ready. Period. I don't care what number I'm in the line, but still, especially if I'm that far in the line.
Yeah.
Like the niggas who's number 80, 70, or any of that, they need to get their brain mentally checked out because I promise you they ain't got it all upstairs.
And that's why I said, that's why I brought that up. Because when you said, all right, well, if it's 100 bands, then I'm cool with it. But that's why I'm just like, no, if you signed up for it, you already know what you're dealing with. How can you be, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can you have that insecure or can it be like, damn, how much the money worth? And that's why I proposed that. Because like I said, because you bought the whole money, I'm like, well, all right, well, what if she's shorty who's about to make whatever amount of money off of this documentary or whatever the case may be for fucking 100 niggas in 24 hours? And that's why I just...
Did you hear her saying her next jump, she was going to try to shoot for 1,000?
Yeah, that's crazy. But see, that's why because I forgot who I was listening to, and they was doing the math about that shit, and they was just saying like, and that's some crazy ass fucking numbers. It's just like
I think I was listening to I
don't think it was
no. It was I was listening to what's my man name? Van Lathan. Van Lathan had a woman on there who was also an OnlyFans worker, and she was like, realistically, it's probably virtually impossible for her to do 1,000 in 24 hours. She probably need to try to stretch it to 48, and she still said she think 48 hours is still won't be enough time if we really being honest, because like how you gonna have to get some rest, you gonna have to drink, you gonna have to eat, you gonna have to relube yourself. So like that's a lot. But again, like I said, just real quick to kind of switch gears real quick so we can get ready to get up out of here in a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. At this point, I almost think this Offset and Cardi B, when they have their back and forth, it's a rollout though. At this point, just at first, I originally kind of like, all right, maybe this is just real. It's kind of spilling out a little bit, but it's too often. It's too much. Like, come on, dog.
It was a hack. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It was a hack. Them fucking crypto people are hacking so many people. That's why today I fucking actually not today. It was actually like 5 days ago. I had a notification that people was trying to get on my fucking Twitter, but like my shit is super protected. But shit is old. It's not on purpose. I will never get back with this nigga, but I'm not even gonna lie. We've been peaceful for a week. So we like the energy. It's peaceful for a week. I don't bother you. You don't bother me. You heard I'm with a nigga. Don't bother me. I hear you with a bitch. I don't bother you. So we've been on good terms. And it was a hack. We ain't beefing. We ain't really speaking. So I think we are on a healthy co-parent. I think we're getting to a point that is we really healthy co-parenting. So I don't want everybody to be attacking this motherfucker on his birthday. So. And yes, I did post that fucking text message myself because it's like, I don't like when niggas try to play me. Like, it's like, I really don't like when niggas try to play me like I'm not the baddest bitch. Okay? If a nigga be doing them, it's because niggas is just niggas, they dogs. The one thing I've been noticing, you can't fuck with the brown. We ain't beefing. Somebody say happy for you. Stay strong, Cardi. I am strong. I'm actually been really good lately. We've been really great. We've been really happy. I feel like this week has been the less dramatic, less drama week. Because for the past 3 months, it's been drama, it's been arguing, it's been craziness. But this week, like
I said, I do feel like a little bit of it is a rollout. And real quick, while we talking about Cardi B, because her name was attached to Stephon Diggs, and I forgot about talking about this last week. Dog, shout out to Stephon Diggs, bro. You make the DMV look good. You are a different level of sniper, dog. I respect a man who is real live out here enjoying his celebrity at its toppest peak, dog. This man name ain't been attached to nothing that's less than a 20-piece, period, dog. Just that's all I want to sit here and say is shout outs to Stephon Diggs. This nigga is living the American dream. I don't know what you doing on the football field no more, but nigga, you really him on that goddamn off the field, dog. I don't necessarily know what you got going on the field. You kind of been quiet in Houston, but nigga, you are real live, really him who in his time off the field, bro. You are knocking. Oh my, dog, you different, dog. I ain't gonna hold you.
Well, I'm glad you came around.
He different,
you definitely said, well, Joe sucking that nigga dick and all that.
Yeah, because guess what? I don't want to, because I'm not giving nobody, I'm not giving a rich nigga credit for hitting strippers. When you hitting women with their own success and their own clout, that's when I take my hat off and give you a round of applause. Because anybody with since niggas in the street who can hit popular strippers and Instagram girls, if you got some money, that don't count. But when you can hit women who are real live got something to lose, that's when it's respectable. That's when somebody got to take their hat off and sit here and give you a round of applause. I guess we could play some of this Sexy Red and some of Walker. I kind of got an upper clip, so we can hang around for a minute. I ain't gonna lie to you, just real quick, just on podcasting alone, bro. I be sometimes I be feeling like, all right, because I feel like we set the bar at like the 3-hour thing, but y'all gotta kind of like, I gotta give me a cash app. I just need $1 a week, because when we be taking it at 3 hours, because when Joe Budden shit say 3 hours, nigga, that should be like realistically like an hour, and it's like no, it's like 40 minutes of fucking music. This be real live, just straight 3 hours raw. Gucci man off the rip, no cuts, no edits, straight through. Niggas be real live, like like the shit. Let's say 3 hours, and you like, man, this shit was real live, really like 2 hours and 40 minutes. I just wanted to say that because nigga, 3 hours is ridiculous.
If my man gonna be, yes, pop it severely. Just wrap it up,
right?
Because with popping it comes gifts, money, and inspiration for new music.
Yeah.
If you're feeling frisky, a bundle of joy.
Oh,
so you pop it if you want to, I guess.
Yeah, but just for the right person. I don't just pop it just to pop it.
Period.
I'm not easy, baby. It's sexy.
You gotta work for it.
What a ball is that?
Period.
I ain't mess with no more
scrubs.
Yeah, scrubs. I ain't gonna say what they really is, bums. Not mess with no more bums. I ain't playing.
Yeah, especially it's getting cold outside. You have to beware.
Yeah,
they'll try to.
They looking for somewhere to stay.
Yeah,
yeah. You're not gonna bring your game to my house. Leave no shoes. No. Where's your house? Where's your car? I'm not buying us nothing to eat today. I just bought us something to eat. It's your turn.
Can I ask you?
Go ahead.
With her saying that, right? But if your baby fathers or whoever they are, mom, like I can't. How you set that bar like that now? Like almost.
Because once she's Sexy Red, one of her kids is young and she ain't been that famous for that long. So I think some of her, bumness will be attached to, or the bums that she had was attached to before she actually was a real celebrity. So I kind of got, I ain't mad at her. Like Summer Walker shit may be a little bit more different. Like Summer Walker is kind of real live, really just. Kind of, you can put Summer Walker kind of in the same boat as Travis Hunter if you want to. We keep it in a buck. Like Summer Walker's one of them people who, like, she kind of don't know she her. Sexy Red is a little bit different because Sexy Red was kind of like not necessarily, of course, obviously she passed the one-hit wonder stage now, but Summer Walker got hot off of a body of work, and then it was kind of like, okay, the first one was London on a Track. Like the bar was there. London on a Track is a Grammy-nominated, Grammy Award-winning producer. So that was like you came in high and then went low as hell. So for fucking Sexy Red, it's a little bit different. Like I'm literally fresh out the hood, so that's kind of what I'm used to. So now that I'm getting, and now that I feel like okay, I'm gonna be around a lot longer. Then cool, it is what it is. So now it's kind of like, all right, now I don't necessarily. One thing I will give Sexy Red some response. She do a lot of interviews, no fingernails, no nothing. She keep it gangster. I ain't gonna lie. I respect somebody who just like, nigga, I'm coming as is, and I don't care.
All right, but okay, so let me. So if you was Travis Hunter, right, and you heard her say that and all that, would you? She's bigger than Travis Hunter.
Who? Summer Walker?
No, Sexy Red.
Bigger in what? In popularity?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So Sexy Red is.
Yeah.
So okay, so if you're Travis Hunter, right, and she said that to you, like, well, I'm not paying for it, but you are Sexy Red, right? So I'm like, but your baby, like you deal with these niggas, why you not paying?
I think Sexy Red probably, if you sit here saying with Travis, I think Sexy Red probably would realistically have to probably catch somebody who's a professional athlete who's not as popular. I think Travis Hunter may be a little bit too popular for the Sexy Red thing, but she could. Because
that's what I'm saying. For her to say that.
Let's be clear. Let me say perfect example. The niggas that Sexy Red should be talking to is the same. The niggas that Angel Reese and fucking Meg Thee Stallion, when both of them came out the same week with two miscellaneous ass niggas that we don't even know played in the NBA. Them should be the type of niggas that Sexy Red should be talking to. Not talking about like elite athletes. I ain't saying they might, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Stephon Diggs ain't in Sexy Red deal. If he is, and he's just a different type of nasty nigga, but I don't think he ain't going from Cardi B, Young Miami to Sexy Red. That's kind of crazy. No disrespect to Sexy Red, but I'm gonna call
9 years. He only cheated twice, girl. Take that man back. It's okay. Niggas gonna cheat. They gonna do that.
Friend, we can't sound like this. We have to work on ourselves and accept better.
But if you get with the next dude, they gonna cheat too. And it's like, I should have just stayed with my last
No,
cheater.
I totally agree with you. They're all off, and there's like they all act like that. But there's some people. That's why I never say it, because there's some people who genuinely feel like there's some men who don't cheat, and they'll argue you down about that, and then they'll make it be like, oh, y'all bitches just with them niggas that be cheating.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't say nothing. But no, babe, they're all cheating. So I say go back to like what the fuck.
Nah, if it was like some real, like if he crossed the line with who he cheated with, that's different. But if it's some shit you can get over.
Did he fuck your mom?
Or a friend or somebody do your hair, like,
no, friend, we can't sound like this. Go back, don't go back, have self-respect.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Go find another man. All men aren't cheaters.
Terrible. Oh my God, no.
The next one is gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, the next one's gonna be it.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
But and I can also say, you've been with him for 9 years, girl. You should break up with him, get you a break, and see what life is like. Cause like you know how you can get back to yourself, get back to you, have fun, see what them other niggas be like. Cause you've been with him for 9 years, girl. It's a whole new breed.
You gotta leave, cause 9 years.
Only thing I would sit here and say, just to any woman, I hope you're not taking advice from Sexy Red or Summer Walker. That's just all I'm saying. Like, I get it. It's 2025. Let's leave the advice from some people in 2024. You got 2 more weeks of whatever the case may be. Let's just leave it. I wouldn't personally take that advice as a man who has never cheated before. I don't, and listen to what I'm saying. I haven't, and I just don't be like, if you go listen to, I always would tell anybody, when you single, enjoy being single. Get it out your system. Like if you sit here saying, if you know for a fact you are somebody who loves to be in relationships, you be head over heels somebody super fast, and you be gun ho over them. When you are single, actually enjoy being single. Be a whore, man or woman. Get your whole phase out. So when you get in a relationship, one, you tired and you feel just like, cool, I'm here already. It's almost literally just like, I want to compare it to a video game, but I can't really off the top of my. It's late now, so my the way I want to compare it ain't gonna come out the right way. But all I'm just sitting here saying is just get it out your way. Like get it out your system when you single. Whore it out, so when you get in a relationship, it'll make it 100 times easier for you not to want to cheat, or you won't even have lusty eyes.
Yeah, but then I think that's just to go to the question is just like, all right, you saying you haven't cheated, right?
Mm-hmm.
You never cheated, but then it's like, all right, well then, do you have a long-term relationship? Like, was you married? Was you know what I'm saying? Like that's my only question. Like, all right, yeah, I didn't cheat it, but then why you not still in a relationship? So then it's like, all right, well, you didn't.
But I mean, relationships can stay here and still end, and don't have nothing to do with cheating. You don't have to cheat for you not to be in a relationship.
But then, all right, so then why would she leave you? If you're good guy.
But let's sit here and say they didn't. I'm not sitting here saying they left me. I could have sit here and said I'm cool because I wasn't getting the receptor. I was not receiving the same type of energy I was putting out. I haven't been. I've never cheated before, and I've never been dumped neither.
So then that's what I'm saying. So when you say that, well, yeah, I never cheated, I never did this, I never had the lusty eyes. So if you have that perfect guy mentality, then it's just like, all right, then what is going wrong?
Because if a woman is not matching my energy, I'm not about to just stay around. Because then that's when you eventually will cheat. So you have to know when, okay, if this relationship is not being reciprocated the right way I want it to be, call it quits. People end up cheating because you don't have the balls enough to see and say, "No, I'm done. I don't want to stay around. What am I staying for?" You sitting here allowing a relationship to linger on, so then you end up cheating. So yeah, now of course you are a cheater because you didn't have the balls enough to sit here and say, "I'm cool. I want to move on to something else. This ain't working out for me. I'm pouring more into this relationship than I'm receiving out." Sometimes you got to be able to say that, and most people don't have the balls enough to say that. So then that's why I linger on, and then you sit here end up cheating on somebody because realistically, you probably should have called that relationship off 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah, I hear you, but that's what I'm just saying. Like when you say, like when people say that, it's like, well, no, I never cheated, and I'm just like, okay, well then, what do you know what I'm saying? Like how you say before, if you ain't been on the street, you didn't experience nothing, then that's what I'm just like, all right, I get it. You never cheated. You're a good guy. So then, what's holding you back?
What do you mean? I just told you.
No, but right, but you saying it's not reciprocal. Then why are you scared now? To that's my thing. If you saying if you the type, boy, I can just be honest, I don't want to go through it. I'm gonna leave it alone. Then why you just don't keep using your free trial? That's what I look at it as.
What you saying? Why I'm not using my free trial to date?
Yeah. So if you say,
okay, I'll play your clip. I got glad you said that. This leads right into this clip right here. I'll show you exactly why I don't.
For me, and maybe I'm a little extra in saying this, but it seems like Instagram baddies, or the different terms these modern day women are entitled, and it's cheapened into a prostitution experience. I will give you my body because you brought me to Nobu. I will give you my body because you sent me to get my nails done. I will give you my body because of XYZ, instead of it being, okay, I'm actually looking for partnership in life. Because those that have traditional values around their relationship are looking for, who can I build with, and why would I want to build with them, and what are we going to build, as opposed to the dating experience now of, what can I get from you? Especially with the modern day woman. How much money are you going to send me? How many things are you going to buy me? How many experiences are you going to give me? I need to go on a trip. I need a Birkin bag. I need Chanel shoes. And my real issue with that, because I believe get it how you live it. If that's what you want to do you, boo. However, stop putting it on Instagram like you're this serial entrepreneur, successful boss babe, when really what you're doing is you're not taking picture of the man that's sweating all over you that you don't things like for.
That's it. She summed it up in a nutshell. I kind of feel like that to me is just honestly, realistically, what is going on in the world. And I kind of I'm not dumb enough to sit here and play them type of games. It's like literally sitting here saying, why you don't go into a haunted house and you know it's fake, but you still scared. What's the purpose? Like I'm not trying to go in here and get and risk having a heart attack. Like, what's the point of that? Like, if you kind of know what the dating pool, or just like certain times, like realistically, like almost like, why would I watch the Lakers play the Nuggets? I know for a fact the Nuggets own the Lakers. Like, I just know it's just certain games you're just not up to win. And I think sometimes realistically, if you know for a fact you're not suitable and mentally ready to compete for a championship, what's the purpose of sometimes even playing the game? You might as well just work on your off season. And sometimes you got to. I think a lot of people aren't, and I'm one of those people who are okay with working on myself until I feel like I can realistically compete for a championship. I don't think it's nothing, and I think it's too many people who are not okay with being honest and saying, you ain't ready to win no championship yet. You're not there yet. And until you absolutely ready there, what's the purpose of what's the point of wasting your time? Because I do feel like a lot of people hang, and I notice that all the time. A lot of women, they'll hang on to us stop talking, and that should seem like beef. And I kind of like, even when you just flirting with them or just like liking one of their stories, and I'm like, damn, why? To me, it's like, bro, we didn't have sex, and we didn't have sex raw. Me sitting here like putting a fire emoji under you, on your Insta story, like you liking it, like, bitch, I know what your vagina feel like with no rub on. Why are you acting like that? But that's because sometimes some women hold like they might feel like you wasted their time because nigga, and this could happen in the last 5 or 6 years. So it's like, I don't want to keep wasting people's time. I don't want to add on to more women that's got beef with me because they feel like you sold them false promises, or they feel like, nigga, you 40, I'm 37, I'm trying to date for marriage, and you just wanted to date for a couple months because you could. Like, I don't feel like that's fair. I feel like that's kind of that. I feel like that you will be doing yourself a disservice, and I feel like you're doing everybody else a disservice. At the same time, I mean, I think this is damn. I think that's pretty much it. I feel like we kind of got everything. I feel like we hit all the topics. Whatever we didn't hit, it is what it is. I'll leave it with this little funny little clip I seen of this little Thanksgiving junk, because this kind of was like spot on. Oh no, I got two little funny clips real quick.
The good man, you ain't gotta worry about nothing. All right, baby. All right, baby. Here we go. Oh, what's up, What's going on with you? Man, I'm good. Happy Thanksgiving, man. Happy Thanksgiving. What's going on, now? Happy Thanksgiving. I ain't gonna say no, my girl.
How y'all knew?
Yeah, that's your girl.
I thought I said that.
Yeah, you know how to trophy right quick. You come over and watch. This might not work out.
Baby, what happened?
What you mean? What happened? Unc ain't say, well, that's you, nephew. That's you. Everybody know you got to pass the Unc test. You want that? Can you at least cook? Come on, mama needs some help in the kitchen.
I don't even want to play the other parts. I think
Play the you gotta play the other part too.
But that, hold on real quick. I think that part to me, that part is more on point too, because it's like as a
no,
I mean, that's
that's you being. That's what I'm saying. So that's just you being, a male. Like, all right, but then it's like, all right, if you take her in the kitchen and she can't hold her weight in the kitchen with you.
All right, so cool. We're gonna play the rest. Come on.
Oh, I can help with that. I know good.
Can you spit the turkey down real nice for me?
Yes, I can do that.
All right, come on. I got it right here. Oh, okay. Oh, god damn.
It's down to the side.
Baby, what's wrong?
Let me see your car, man. See your car, man. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Y'all doing all right? Yeah. I think about my girl, love. You know what I'm saying?
You happy, we happy.
You happy, we happy. Yeah, at this point, it don't got nothing to do with us.
All right, man.
All right.
Now. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. I rather pass the hey nephew, that's you. I rather pass that test than the cooking test. I'm not gonna hold you. Give me the nephew, is that you test than it is the can she cook. I wouldn't care about that part.
Shit. Cause she and the aunts and the aunties and the cousins gonna talk more than about the uncle. They just been horny.
Yeah, I still rather I rather have to bring the female that's gonna turn their heads where the uncle's gonna lose their mind. I really don't care about the cooking part.
Come on.
Come on, what?
For real?
I got inspired when you was looking at cooking with Kyra in the bathroom, okay? Don't think I didn't see you watching it on your bathroom break. Who do you think I am?
I think I want cooking with Kyla.
You are cooking with what?
Kyla.
What?
Cooking with
Lily. Cooking with Lily. Yes.
Mhm.
Next time I see you, go ahead and do something like that. Your dog here is gonna be cooked like chicken. You understand me? I don't give a damn.
We only been together for a week.
I don't give a damn. If you've been together for a week, 2 days, 3 weeks, it don't matter, okay?
Yep.
I want to be your wife, okay?
Yes.
Now eat the one onion that I cook for you.
With Lily. Cooking with
Lily. Cooking with Lily.
All right, we here each and every Tuesday. Like, share, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, you're watching this on a Sunday or a Monday, like, share, and subscribe. Tell another friend to tell another friend. We highly appreciate y'all. Like I said, if you're on a podcast, we here each and every Tuesday. And make sure y'all enjoy your holidays. And of course, like I always say, be safe. Take care of your health. Take care of your mental space. And give people some